Good evening. Welcome to Fantastic Dimensions. This is a one-shot, we hope, called the Icarus Project from Worlds of Cthulhu magazine. So, oh yeah, before I forget, because I always forget to say, if you're interested in helping support the channel, click on the Patreon link in the description below, and you can, send me a dollar a month or $5 a month or $10 a month, whatever you'd like to help me grow and keep the channel rolling as it gets harder and harder and harder to continue doing these streaming videos for free with all the changes in companies and policies and everything else. So, all that out of the way, we will begin. Cryostasis terminated. 135 seconds until complete reanimation. Please wait for the reactivation process of all bodily functions to be completed. The shipboard computer's system's message is in a synthetic female voice which penetrates unpleasantly loud through the audio chip in your inner ear. Eyes closed, engulfed in a gelatinous liquid, dressed in a skin-tight suit of heat-repellent silver material, you lie in a high-tech plastic coffin designed for cryogenic hibernation, lying frozen for months or years until needed. A respiratory tube, as thick as a man's thumb, floods your lungs with a breathable mixture of gases. Your lungs react by choking. They haven't been used in a long time. Please remember that your metabolism has been weakened by an extended stay in a cryostatic sleep chamber. Medical personnel will take care of you immediately after the thawing process is completed. 90 seconds until complete reanimation. The thawing process may exacerbate muscular atrophy. Please inform attending medical personnel for help. Drainage of cryostatic gel initiated. Please keep your eyes closed. It happens silently, like everything else in this coffin, but the gel can be felt, slowly flowing down from around your body as it drains from the chamber. It feels a little like the licking of an icy tongue, and it takes an eternity. 75 seconds until complete reanimation. Please keep your eyes closed. Premature removal of the artificial respirator can cause irreparable damage to the pulmonary system. Wait for the attending medical personnel. The last of the cryogenic gel drains from the chamber with a quiet gurgle. A light pressure is felt in your ears. Somewhere on the body, your skin starts to itch. 65 seconds until complete reanimation. Test phases 1 to 3 of the muscular system initiated. Slight spasm runs through your left leg and then your right. The contractions are soon repeated over your entire body, which immediately gives way to a strong, painful throbbing. Muscular restoration program initiated. Injecting. More light convulsions shake your body like a wave of painful agitations. A slight stinging in your upper left arm is felt. The cannula remains in place for a moment. 47 seconds until complete reanimation. Please keep your eyes closed. Epidermal stimulation initiated. The subject injected through the thin needle into your upper arm seems to work slowly. The slight pain, the cramps, and the feeling of weakness begin to subside. Another slight sound is heard, and it begins to rain inside the cryogenic coffin. A thin spray washes the last traces of the gel away. Then warm waves course over your body, massaging life back into your dormant skin. 35 seconds until complete reanimation. Please keep your eyes closed. Disconnection of life support systems initiated. A metallic click is heard, followed by a faint humming. The tube of the artificial respirator retracts, and the lungs, now left on their own, panic and start to hyperventilate. Once again, a fluid streams through the needle inserted into your upper arm, and it is cool and calming. Cardiac and respiratory cycles restored to normal levels. 18 seconds until complete reanimation. Please wait for medical personnel upon completion of reanimation. Premature exit from the cryostatic tank may result in circulatory failure. Please keep your eyes closed. Wait for the medical personnel. Reanimation complete in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reanimation complete. The vacuum seal breaks with a slight hiss, and air flows in through a small, still invisible gap. And then the screaming starts. So, that is the experience you've all just endured. You're still lying in your cryostatic chamber, presumably with your eyes closed, waiting for medical personnel to attend to you. And you hear someone in the room with you somewhere screaming.
Can I see anything through the through the little glass.
Oh, you've opened your eyes?
Yeah, I'll open my eyes.
Okay. Not very much. See, your eyes are actually really just trying to start adjusting to the light. At first, it's almost blinding. But you can definitely see there is a small window on the chamber. You're just waiting for your eyes to adjust. I'll pop this little image up there. There you go. Let me see. What can I actually tell you? Will you be able to see through? I'm looking for the room description. Here we go. So, yeah, everything is very white. At first, you think it's just your eyes adjusting to the extremely, what would be extremely bright light after not being used for months at least. However, as your eyes start to adjust and, to settle to an extent to where you can actually see a little bit of the chamber around you, you'll see yellow warning lights illuminating the reanimation area where you are, the reanimation modules. Otherwise, the walls are kind of a beigeish white color, and the ceiling lamps that you see beyond the yellow warning lights that are illuminating the particular section of the room that you're in, ceiling lights beyond those are very, very bright and making the kind of beige octagonal tiles on the walls, which to be made of a self-cleaning plastic from your own medical experience, doctor. They appear very bright just based on the extremely bright light from the ceiling lamps, and the screaming has now stopped.
So, despite the sedative they gave me, I'm still hyperventilating slightly at that sound, and I'm kind of looking around. And I'm going to try and first I kind of do a mental sort of check of my body. Like, do I still have any hoses, tubes, electrodes, anything still attached to me that I know of?
Yeah. So,
I mean, I must have noticed what they put on me getting in.
The sound of your own, heart beating kind of fades from your ears as well. You realize now it's been way too long. You don't think medical personnel are coming. Right. You have many wires, connecting connected to your suit that you're wearing, this heat retardant suit. They connect you with the support systems of the chamber, which in theory are no longer actually doing anything for you anyway, because you've been reanimated.
Yeah. Okay. Well, as long as there's nothing like physically attached to me, like a catheter or anything like that, I'm going to try to push on the casing, see if I can get it to move at least a little bit. I'm not trying to like throw it off, but just trying to see if I can push it open. Give me a
strength check with 2 penalty dice, please.
All right. Oh, jeez.
This is based on the muscular atrophy and the fact that you haven't done anything this physical in a long time.
No, that makes perfect sense. So not a great chance, but I'll take it. Oh, sorry, 2 penalties. What's that other one? Okay. All right. So that's a 3, a 4, and a 5. So the worst one is 50, which is what I need. 50. I have exactly 50 strength. Hello?
Sorry, I forgot I muted myself. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a bit of a struggle, but as you're pushing, it starts to give a bit, and the the door starts to kind of push over to one side, coffin-like.
And as I'm sort of doing this, I'm kind of peering like through the little crack to see if I can see what might have caused the screaming, or
Well, you can see there's another. You see another coffin beside you. Well, not coffin, sorry, cryostatic. Chamber That's what I mean.
Mhm.
Yes. They're basically plastic coffins, but yeah. You see another cryostatic chamber beside you, of course, which makes sense. Hibernation chamber is more what they're called. And if you kind of look around, you'll see that the room that you're in,
Mhm.
you can see actually there's a map there. Maybe I should send that to you guys on the old Facebook as well, just to make it so you can view it on your own um, resolutions, etc. Let's see, where is it? Icarus project. So you are in module 3, 2, pow. Here we go. There you go. It's coming through now. So yeah, let's see here. Let me make this a little bigger just so I can see better.
Yep.
Oh, that doesn't help.
Now, one quick question:
That helps.
are these cryogenics pods? Are we laying flat or are we upright?
No, you're laying more or less flat. Your head's slightly supported, so it's
Well, yeah, but I just meant like the chamber itself. I didn't know if we were laying down or if we were.
yeah,
if they were
they're
hard,
flat.
hard to
So
tell from the picture. Okay.
So it's kind of like a semicircular room,
Mm-hmm.
and the coffin-like hibernation chambers are integrated into the walls. Looks like there's probably a couple hundred of them rising in rows from deck to ceiling.
Sure.
There is a robotic arm attached to the ceiling, which can transfer them. You would know from other hibernation chambers you've seen. It can transfer the chambers themselves into the reanimation modules, which are situated in the center area, which is where you are currently. If you look there on the actual map I sent you, right under the word cryogenics hall, that'd be basically where the reanimation modules are.
Gotcha.
Each of the hibernation chambers, of course, has a transparent window placed above the occupant's face and a display at the foot and along one side that would allow life processes of an occupant to be monitored. There is only one door visible. It looks like a double doors, actually, right across from the area where you are. Should be able to see that on the map as well.
Yep.
You would assume, although you can't tell, there's no writing or anything, but you would assume, based on your own experience, doctor, well, you're a scientist, I guess, not as much a medical doctor, but you still have experience with this stuff, that probably leads to a medical station, which is where the medical personnel should be coming from to assist you out of your chambers, but they're not.
Okay, but no signs of anyone who might have screamed, like someone laying on the floor or anything like that.
I'm sorry, say again?
But there's no sign of anyone who might have screamed, like no one lying on the floor, no blood. Okay.
You're the first person to rise up out of your.
Then I'll just
chamber.
I'm going to finish extricating myself from this.
Okay, go ahead and give me a dexterity roll with a penalty die, please.
Just one penalty. Okay.
So there is a window in that door as well.
Okay.
But it's with your eyes still adjusting, it's too far away to really see through, see what's in the next room.
My dex is much better. That's good. 65. My dex is 80. So, yeah, I made it. Regular success.
Okay, cool. Yep, you force your way out and climb out and manage to keep your footing. Your legs are shaky. You feel weak.
I cough, but I try to. As I cough, I try to kind of suppress it, make it quiet, like I kind of cover my mouth, try to keep it in so I don't make too much noise. And I'm kind of like keeping low behind the sarcophagus as I sort of like look around. The scream kind of unsettled me, waking up to that and no one showing up.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Doing anything?
So as soon as I heard the screaming, I would open my eyes and look for the brightest source of light. And
right
then
in front of you.
look at it and then close my eyes and look at it. Do that a couple times to adjust as quickly as possible. And then shove the coffin lid open.
Okay. You could give me the strength roll as well with 2 penalty dice, please.
All right.
What level of success do you have? Because I know you only fail on a double zero.
Yeah. Let's see here. So my worst roll was an 89, which is just a little over a hard success.
So whereas you would, knowing your own physical prowess, you would expect to just like push the thing right open. It doesn't quite go that way. It's a bit slower than you would like, and a little harder than you're used to. You have to struggle.
Mm-hmm.
As you, Dr. Sanchez, you will see one of the coffins also starting to open. So I'm going to say, let's see, Sanchez, if we say there's there's 7 coffins here. I'm going to say that you were in coffin number 3, the third from the left, Sanchez, and the one to number 5, 2 down from your location, directly where you're looking right now, probably, it is now opening. And you'll probably see Tom Hatsuko start to sit up out of it, I presume.
Yep. And immediately look for whoever was screaming. And then I spot Sanchez, and I check him over, and I point to him.
I just shake my head and kind of shrug, looking around.
All right, get out of the coffin.
Okay. You find it a little difficult at first. You have to unplug all the wires from your suit.
Sure.
But you do so rather quickly and climb out. Give me a dexterity bonus with 2 penalty dice, or dexterity roll with 2 penalty dice. Sorry.
15, or I fall on my ass. I rolled an 85, and
It should have only been 1 penalty die. I apologize. What would it have been without the last die?
Oh no, that was only rolled 2 penalty dice, or 1 penalty. I'm sorry, I only rolled 1 penalty die.
Okay, so yeah,
and I rolled 5 over my score.
Okay, yeah, you slip and kind of fall down to your you don't fall on your ass or on your face, but you drop down to your knees. Basically, your legs just kind of give out.
Take a moment and just gather myself, and then
anybody else climbing out of there? Attempting to climb out of there.
I'm banging on it, like trying to shout if anyone can hear me. Someone help me out here.
So somebody starts banging on the door to the first coffin from inside.
I jump slightly at the sound, and then I'll make my way over there.
They really do look like coffins in that image, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
They really do.
I suppose anything you put a person in is going to look like a coffin, no matter what.
Yeah.
It's not a coffin; it's a torpedo tube.
Anything person-sized like that.
I'll
Help.
get up and check the readouts for names of who is in this row of revived people.
Okay, you go into your right or left. There are 4 to your left, one of which, obviously, the Mexican gentleman has climbed out of.
Right, and he's heading. Right. So I'll go to the closest one, or the furthest one on my. I'll go to 7.
Go to number 7.
I'll go to 7 and start checking back from there.
While he's doing that, and Cleo is banging on the inside of her hibernation chamber. How about Dr. McLeod and Mr. Mueller?
Dr. McLeod, with her customary level of deference to chain of command and lack of imagination, is still patiently waiting for a medical technician to arrive.
It would be probably the proper thing to wait for a proper medical procedure, I suppose. Doctor, very good.
Johannes has been quietly paying attention to what's going on best he can, realizing that there's a fairly good chance that a female attendant will be coming. He's going to try to arouse a certain point of masculinity to an acceptable presence, as I'm assuming they're naked. And he'll prepare to have his chamber opened up so that he can make a very dramatic and positive first impression.
Unfortunately, you're not naked, though. You are wearing this,
He will make himself naked.
Okay, he's taken off his
his pants fell off.
Cool. So he's getting undressed inside of his coffin. So you might hear some thumping around inside coffin number 4.
What are you, a U.S. president? Jeez. oh dear, my pants seem to have fallen off.
So Rigo, coffin number 1. Somebody's banging on the inside saying, "Let me out." A woman's voice, a girl's voice, "Help me." Coffin number 2, there's no, it's just, it's quiet. Coffin number 4, you can hear somebody shuffling about inside a lot, because it'd take a lot of shuffling about to take off your suit from inside the coffin, but he's doing so. And
if
Tom is walking over to
Johannes can take off a pair of bras with one hand, I'm sure he can get his own pants off.
Give me a dexterity check with 2 penalty dice, please, Johannes.
Here we go.
These penalty dice are, of course, to reflect the fact that your body
The
hasn't been
two
used for
the
a long
two
time.
penalty dice is a 2 and a 4, and I rolled a 58.
Okay, so
so
58 is the worst.
58 is the worst, and
That's still a success for you, right?
I do believe so. 1 second, and I will tell you.
I'd be surprised if it wasn't, but
His dexterity is a 70.
yes. Okay, yeah, you managed to get it out. To get it out. You get it out.
Making
of-
only enough noise to draw a minor amount of attention without any dramatic emergent,
Yeah, of course.
because he's still vital.
Of course. So as you reach hibernation chamber 7, I suppose I should
and
stop
fertile.
calling them coffins. As you reach the 7th coffin, Tom, according to display, it is occupied. It says the occupant is one Elizabeth LaSalle, House Phaidon, bioregistration number 4-6950327-43. The window in the cover is covered with some kind of black matter, preventing any view of the interior. The medical data on the display is very unusual. Even like with your limited medical knowledge, Tom, you would see that the heartbeat is varying wildly between too fast and too slow. And the brain activity is all over the place, similar to the heartbeat. In fact,
Yeah, I'm not touching that.
the other things on there you probably can't really read. I don't imagine you know what oxygen content in the blood is supposed to be, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm not touching that. Move to the next one.
Okay, number 6. Where is the bit about chamber number 6? One second here. Just give me a moment to find it. I thought there was a bit here about. Oh yeah, it's right here. Sorry. Yeah, it says Dr. Sergey Antonovich. From what you can tell, the life signs, vital signs seem normal. Looking inside, I have a description of Dr. Antonovich here. I probably have it elsewhere. I know where it is. So yeah, you would see a man. He's got graying white, or whiting gray hair, I guess. His hair is gray going to white, short cut. He's got a well-trimmed beard and mustache, kept cut very thin and kind of stylish looking. He, of course, is also wearing a kind of, I guess, almost silver-looking, heat retardant jumpsuit like the rest of you were inside the chamber. His eyes open, and he almost as if he sensed you staring at him through the window, and he just looks up at you and waits, I guess, probably assuming that you're medical personnel here to help him.
All right, I will open the lid.
Okay. Here we go. Yep. So as you open the lid, he he's House Nakamura as well.
Excellent.
He lets out almost like a held breath. Oh, God, why did it take so long?
There seems to be a situation, Doctor.
You don't look like a nurse.
I'm security. Are you medical?
Science.
Hmm.
I think he's science. Sorry. Physics and astronavigation.
I see. I'll unhook the cords in his suit and say, just rest. And I'll move to the next coffin.
Sorry, I got the wrong guy here. Apologies. No. Yes, Professor of Biology.
Okay. So he's not.
Now I find the second with all of his details on it.
Rest for a moment.
I don't feel too well. I think my body's reacting poorly against the reanimation. Why isn't there anybody from medical here?
I'm attempting to assess the situation. Relax.
Give me a psychology roll if you like, Tom.
Sure. 26, and I have 10. So I have no idea.
Okay. No worries.
All right. Move to coffin number 4 is open and 5 is open? No, 4.
5
3
is
in.
yours. 4 is
4
not
is-
open.
Check 4.
So 4. Okay. You see Johannes Mueller, House Phaidon, rank lieutenant. I don't have his character sheet for me, so I don't have the. Hold on, I can pull it up right now. Call of Cthulhu, Icarus Project. Which one of these characters? Nope, that's maps. This must be characters. Yes, character sheets. So, here we go. Johannes Mueller, House Phaidon, bioregistration number 4-6258412-44, rank lieutenant. Yeah. And bios look normal, and he's laying there with his eyes closed and a big smile on his face.
Okay, open the lid.
He's naked.
Secure yourself, Lieutenant, and then close the lid. And move.
Stow that.
The lid opens, his big smile, hard on, door closes, still
Mhm.
smiling.
Stow that cargo.
So 3 is open. Move down to 2.
Yep, this is Dr. Toshiko McLeod, House Nakamura, bioregistration number 9-2063007-89, rank lieutenant. Vitals normal.
All right, open the lid.
Okay, your lid is opening, Dr. McLeod.
She sort of opens her eyes to reveal these kind of very black pupils, dilated slightly from the after effects of the hibernation. She's getting ready to coolly appraise and rate, or possibly underrate, the medical attention she's about to be given.
Yes, and you will notice very unprofessional. They're wearing a hibernation sleep suit.
What are you doing?
And you see the, you see Lieutenant Tom Hatsuko there. He is, I guess, an image of physical fitness, right?
Oh, yeah. He's like muscles on muscles.
She gives him a sort of frosty smile, which passes for genuine. Why, Lieutenant, you're not medically trained.
There appears to be a situation, Doctor. You are a medical professional?
Yes.
There was screaming. Something is wrong with Hibernation Chamber 7, and the doctor in Hibernation Chamber 6 appears to be in some distress.
And he's a doctor of biology, so.
Right.
I see. Well, would you carefully mind unplugging these? And she kind of turns her shoulder so that he can start unplugging her from her suit.
Indeed. And I'll proceed to unplug everything.
Okay. Yep.
I was going to
All
be
the
checking
wires.
out I was going to check out Cleo's.
Someone
Okay.
get me the fuck out of here.
So Rigo, you go over to
Since
coffin
she's got
number
a
1,
screen.
and it's Cleoniki Maratsalos, House Phaidon, bioregistration number 4-2317084-57, rank lieutenant. Vitals normal.
I kind of shake my head, grab the top, and lift it up. I say, we've already met, right?
I don't know. You have your character.
That's true. Well, I mean, I know. I
tell you everything you know about them.
I know.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
You
I
guys
know
would have
of-
met. Come to think of it, yeah, because I think you all trained on Phobos together for the mission.
Yeah, I mean, I know we may not know details about each other, but we certainly met. I say,
Apologies, I forgot about the fact that you did all train together on Phobos before undertaking this mission.
Miss Marzelos, come get out. There's a problem.
Can you help me with the wires, please?
I roll my eyes. stupid girl, and I toss the top up. Look, it's like this, and I reach in and I start yank. I just unceremoniously yank them off, without really caring
give
what they're attached to.
Give me a spot hidden roll. No
Okay.
penalty dice on this.
What is my spot hidden? I just passed it by one.
This guy has the worst breath.
Yep, my character already knew that. But I'm still gonna hug him. I'm still gonna hug him reluctantly, but I will hug him for getting me out.
Yeah, there's also kind of like a crust down the side of his mouth where he drooled part of the time, like when he's asleep. So there's this, the bad breath is formed like a streak on the side of his face.
I very
and it's
reluctantly.
in his mustache.
Thank you, Sanchez.
Here, and I'll reach across like to get the ones on the far side so she can get a full dose of my armpit.
Cleo's physical description, at least from what I see here on the character sheet, is she is 25 years of age, good looking, not least due to a little cosmetic surgery. So yeah.
Yeah, all on my nose.
Come on, get out.
Pretty much like a female version of Josh.
Right. All right. Come on, get out. Dr. Sanchez here is about 50 years old, disheveled, and as you can tell, he's wasn't too concerned with hygiene.
Thank God I'm out of there.
Yes. Well, if you want, I wouldn't waste my time. We heard. Did you hear the scream?
Oh, yeah, I did. That's why I started banging. Okay.
Most people scream after they start banging. The point is, we need to find out what's going on. Come this way.
Let's go. Okay, I've
there are 6 of you out of the hibernation chambers. None of whom confessed to having screamed. There is, of course, the 7th hibernation chamber, which has not yet been opened.
I'm going to go over and check the door to the what I imagine is the medical section.
First aid station. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So it also has the same beige tiles and bright fluorescent lighting.
Yeah. I just quickly
looking through the window, looking in there.
Okay.
Normally, you would expect there to be at least a doctor and a few medics.
Mm-hmm.
However, right now, all you see is various medical examination instruments and couches. There's some medications and hypodermic syringes, but you don't see any people.
All right. I'll hit the switch to open the door.
And the door opens.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll go in and kind of hello, anyone, and I'll kind of move in and start kind of peering around carefully at
Sure.
I will be following.
The medications there with the hypodermic syringes are circulatory stabilizers,
okay,
which are intended to be given to freshly reanimated subjects.
Are there any sedatives?
Let's see here.
I'm not a medical doctor, but if there are any marked that
Yep, there's definitely some sedatives.
All right, I'm gonna take a kind of quick glance out there, make sure they're all preoccupied. And I'm gonna grab a couple and
I was following you, by the way.
Oh wait, well,
yeah, I was following.
I say, well, in that case, I'll just say, tell the others that there's no medical staff.
Oh, okay.
Now, since you did train together, you do know that one of the other people in the room there is a doctor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dr. McLeod. So, I mean, you would know your own, just from training, Cleo is a pilot and navigator. McLeod, she's a medical doctor, right?
Yes.
Yep, she is a medical doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Mueller is a technician. You're, of course, a science officer. And Tom Hatsuko is a security officer, Mr. Muscles.
Yeah, I go to the group and tell them that there's no medical staff or anything. Except from you, Dr. McLeod.
And like I said, while she does that, I want to grab a couple of the sedative hypodermics and like kind of stick them up my sleeve.
Okay, Dr. McLeod, would you like to roll your become irritated skill, please?
Am I looking for a pass or a fail, I wonder?
Do you want to be irritated?
Well, I failed it, so...
So you're not as irritated as you might normally be at the fact that all of a sudden you, having just woken up from cryo sleep, are suddenly expected to be responsible for the medical condition of these other 5 patients, possibly 6, because you don't know who's in the 7th coffin yet. But you keep your cool. You don't lose it.
I merely mutter under my breath about the House Phaidon produces its usual efficient and smooth-running services.
I also, under my breath, just go, pitch.
Yes, McLeod sort of sits up, swings her legs over the edge of the stasis kind of canister, or whatever it is, and gets up. First thought, she's inadequately dressed.
Yeah, you are. You're wearing the cryo sleep suit.
Is the Lascelles chamber or unit making any obvious sounds to indicate distress and or malfunction?
Yeah, actually, there would be some beeps and whirs going on, definitely. So you could definitely tell that there's a situation going on there even before you go and look at the display. If you go and check the display to see the readings, it would say that, the heartbeat is wildly varying between too fast and too slow. Brain activity isn't following any clear patterns, and the oxygen content in the blood is unusually high.
Is there a quick way to reinitiate stasis?
Possibly, yes. That would have to be done from the what's it called? The cryostatics control room.
Okay.
You couldn't do it from in here.
In that case, job 1, get some clothes on. Job 2, head to that room to put her back into stasis, since not in a position to deal with it right now.
Okay. Looking around, you don't see any clothes.
All right, secondary priority. All right, head for. I'm assuming we've been training on some kind of model of this ship, so we know our way around, right?
No, you have no idea what ship you're on. You have no knowledge of the ship whatsoever.
I want to.
You know, this mission was a top secret mission, and they kept a lot of things really under their hats, so to speak.
So we went into cryostasis in like some station and were transferred to the ship.
Exactly. You were put into cryo before you boarded the ship.
I want to try find some kind of computer so I can get like a status report of things around. Like,
I suppose
like
if you think about it, you're not even
patterns.
sure that you're on a ship, other than the fact that you were supposed to be going on a rescue mission.
Or whatever I am, just a computer so that I know.
You could assume that you're on a ship because you were meant to be. But
Yeah. I just want a computer to see if there's any like status reports of wherever we are. Like, ordinary.
Sure, you're gonna look for a computer terminal. You would go into the first aid station.
Yep.
Okay. The first aid station, there'd definitely be a computer terminal.
Okay.
I'm going to start walking the floor, looking for signs of someone in distress other than Chamber 7. Head out through the first aid station into the next area, and then check the halls on either side. Just start walking around this area. Because it would have to be close by to hear a scream. I'm guessing it's 7, but I'm not going to be just.
Well, the doors were closed to the first aid station. The scream had to have come from the cryogenics hall.
Okay. Check
process of elimination.
Yeah,
it must have been Chamber 7.
Right. I'll take a quick sweep. Look around the other pods in the walls to see if any of them. Like in the picture, you see it's got that stuff on the side, but that's not right. It's just in the window, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Okay. So
artists oftentimes don't get the memo, I suppose.
Right. All right. Just check the other pods to see if all of them appear to be in good condition.
So all the ones that are on ground level that you can get to anyway, they've all been emptied.
Interesting.
Every single one is empty.
Has Mueller had time to recover yet?
Mueller can do whatever he wants. I thought he was just enjoying lying there with that shit-eating grin on his face, naked in his.
He will step out naked and make a show of it and put his clothing back on.
Okay.
Lieutenant Mueller on the job. Master EST. Environmental systems. Check. And he'll go and try to find some sort of console or such. And if he can't, he'll wander off and find the support systems. Make sure environmental is A-OK.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, if you go into the first aid station, you'll see there the pilot is accessing a computer terminal currently.
If I
That's
turn
far
and see
enough.
him,
That's far
If I
enough.
turn
The
and see
pilot's a
him-
woman, correct?
Correct.
I will blush when if I turn and see him because
Because why?
he's a good-looking man. It says I find him very attractive. So.
Oh God.
Yep.
Oh, good morning. I am Lieutenant Mueller. How are you, my friend?
Oh, Lieutenant Mueller. It's good to see you again.
Clearly, cold sleep is good on you. Woof.
Thank you.
Sanchez rolls his eyes, and he's going to go check that door at the other end of the first aid station, the single door.
The door leading from the first aid station is locked.
All right. I'm a clever guy. I'm going to try and what kind of lock is it?
Electronic.
Well, I mean, is it like a thumbprint? Is it a key card?
Yeah, it's probably key card.
Okay. All right. In that case, I'm going to search the first aid station, see if I can find a key card, like in a
You start searching the
drawer.
first aid station. At the computer terminal, Cleo.
Yep.
Let me see here. Okay. Yeah, what do you want to do with the computer terminal?
I kind of just want to see if it could tell me where we actually are, the status of wherever we are, and any like logs or anything. Because if something's happened, there must be some kind of
This computer terminal just seems to have medical information and stuff directly related to first aid and the cryogenics. However, you will notice, looking at these records, let me see here. Where's the bit here about the cryostatics? Here we go. It's the hall itself. Yeah, I'll give you this bit here. Just looking for the... Yeah, you will notice that all of the cryogenic or cryostatic hibernation chambers have now been activated. The other, let's see, there were 7 of you down there in the revitalization section. So the other 65 are all empty. They've all been previously activated. Sorry, well, actually, it's not just 65. But you will notice that those 65 have all been activated according to the records here, over a period of the last 50 years.
Oh, so where the hell is everyone?
And hold on a second. Give me a sanity check, because you departed Phobos. Well, you went into cryogenic sleep on Phobos in 2643 to go on this rescue mission.
Okay.
I believe one of your characters had some knowledge as to how long it was meant to take, right? I think it was supposed to take like a year or 2. However, the current year, according to this computer terminal, is 2693. It's been 50 years.
Oh,
How'd you do on the sand roll?
99.
99. Whoa, what's your stand? What was your starting stand?
75.
What was your saying?
You lose 3 points of sanity as you realize that according to this computer terminal, it's been 50 years since you went into that cryo chamber.
Oh God.
And like I said, the 65 other backup crew, there were 72 total backup crew members, equal to the number of active crew members, basically a 1-to-1 replacement ratio. The other 65 were all reanimated periodically over the last 50 years. In groups of 5.
In groups of 5. Okay. I turn to. Is Sanchez still here in the room?
Yeah, he's looking around the room for
Yeah,
some
he's
sort of
unsuccessfully,
card or something like that.
unsuccessfully digging through drawers looking for key cards and not finding
Okay,
any.
yeah. I turn to Sanchez and Mueller as they're part of the same house as me, so I trust them compared to the other two. So, I
Yeah,
go.
Mueller and Tom were in the cryogenics hall still, last I knew.
Oh, yeah.
You're at the first aid station.
Okay, cool. So yeah, whoever's with me, so I know Sanchez. I just go. We've been here for 50 years.
He continues to search Sanchez, and he kind of overshows like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Look, it says we've been in cryo sleep for 50 years, and
That's impossible.
for the past 50 years, we've been releasing in groups of 5, but other people. And where the hell are they all?
That makes no sense. And he kind of goes over there, annoyed that he has to.
And a voice
show
comes
the
out
stupid
over
little-
over the speakers in the room. 26,297,280 minutes have elapsed since your jump. You recognize this is a computer voice. Very similar to the voice you heard in the cryogenic chamber.
Wait.
Well, I assume since I have like an 80 in mathematics, I can figure out how much that is in years without having to take out a calculator.
Yeah, 26,297,280 minutes is 438,288 hours, or about 50 years.
He can look at. That's not possible.
What the fuck is? Right, at least we could tell by that we're definitely on a ship, right?
Well, you could assume so. You could be in some kind of a computer facility with an automated computer, or
True.
you could be on some particularly sadistic British television game show that puts people to sleep
odds of
and makes
that?
them think they're on a spaceship in the future.
I will.
I had a dream about that.
Mhm. me too.
I'll turn to Sanchez and go. We need to try get to some main computer or something. Anything. We gotta get to the bottom.
Then help me find some kind of key card. The door over there is locked.
Okay, I'll help him.
While you guys are looking for the key card, back in the cryogenics hall, we still have the doctor. You don't see any clothes around anywhere here, doctor. If you move into the first aid station, there's no clothes in there either. And currently, Cleo and Dr. Sanchez, well, you probably don't call him doctor, just Mr. Sanchez, are trying to find a way to open the door that exits the first aid station.
Okay, well, I'm going to make the presumption that this, being the first aid central first aid station related directly to the cryo, I'm going to go over to the computer and see if that's what's got what I need to shut the cells back down.
It does not. It just has basically it's more of a log computer for the most part. You'd have to go into the cryostatic control chamber, which should be should be nearby, probably not too far beyond that door that they're trying to open. But
Is there any kind of?
You would also, however, notice as you're looking at that, Doctor, that it says that the current date is about 50 years later than the last date you were aware of when you went into the cryostatic suspension. It says 2693. It was 2643 when you embarked on this mission.
As the rest of us here, do we need to make sanity checks as well?
Yeah, actually, I suppose you would. Yeah, and you can give me a sanity check as well. So Dr. McLeod and Mr. Sanchez, Dr. Sanchez. He is a doctor, right? I'm not making that up.
Yeah, he is. Lieutenant Dr. Sanchez. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, 28. So yeah, that's my sanity 70. So no
Okay,
problem.
you lose 1 point of sanity.
Okay.
Yeah, 24 hard success.
You lose 1 point of sanity.
I
Just the fact that you seem to have lost 50 years.
Yeah.
yeah, I briefly think, oh, my cat's dead.
Being how I am, where it's just like it doesn't matter what the circumstances are, the mission is the mission. Does it bother me that 50 years has passed? The
It
mission
might
is
when you
still the
find out.
mission.
At the moment, you're still in the cryogenics hall, though.
Okay, just want to know.
You're not aware.
Well, if there's no one else in here and there's nothing else going on, I will go to the first aid station.
Okay, but yeah, just whoever's slowly dying in number 7, apparently.
Well,
But
I can't do anything for them.
you haven't even tried.
I'm not a doctor. The doctor is assessing the
Fair
situation.
enough.
That's not my job.
So, Tom, you're going also into the first aid station, and that leaves just Mueller standing there in the cryogenics hall. Do you want to go with him, or you've got your clothes back on now? John,
Yes.
do you want to follow him into the first aid station, or you just stand there alone in the cryogenics hall with, the erratically beeping number 7?
Well, he's taking everything in, and the terminal that the pilot was working on, is that one that he can access environmental?
That's in the
systems?
first aid station. That's in another room.
Okay, I
You can
got you.
go in there if you want, though. That's directly where.
Well, now that he has no women to impress, he'll look.
Well, there
for-
is a woman in cryo chamber number 7 that's in need of aid.
Is she messy?
Well, you can't see her. I'll read the description again for you. As soon as I get to it. So, the 7th hibernation chamber. The display says Elizabeth LaSalle, Phaidon, BioReg number 4-6950327-43. The window is covered with some kind of black matter, preventing any view of the interior. Medical data on the display looks unusual. Heartbeat is varying wildly between very fast and very slow. Brain activity is all over the place, not any discernible patterns. And you don't have any medical knowledge, really, do you?
No.
Yeah, so there's something, for some reason, the indication of blood oxygen content is flashing red. So you can guess that that's probably something wrong. And also, by process of elimination, this must be where the scream came from.
Being that he is quite familiar with the environmental systems, both the processing and externals of it,
Mm-hmm.
is this something that could be shared with other modules? Any sort of air or fluids?
No.
Okay. Does it have a reset?
Oh, reset like for what? For the actual monitoring
Yeah,
system?
to reboot it.
Reboot it. Yeah.
Reboot it so that if it has automatic controls that can do some medical stuff, maybe it just needs a kick in the pants to.
Yeah, I
re-engage.
suppose so. Give me your let's see, what would that be?
Mechanical repair,
Electrical repair?
or electrical repair. Yeah.
Yeah, electrical repair, I think.
Let me take a quick gander at the old electrical
Sure,
repair.
you have that.
I have 75 in that. I have 75 in electronics.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I get anything in mechanical.
You should. I think.
Yeah.
I think you got all the technical skills.
Whoever made this character clearly does not understand how technicians work. So gave him computer use 80, electronic repair and electronic 75, and left him with mechanic 10.
Oh, okay. You don't have mechanical repair.
So,
That's okay. But
would,
you don't need mechanical for this anyway. It would definitely be electrical. Well,
but
actually,
he does have drive systems.
yeah, it'd be electrical. Drive systems is to do with like engines for ships.
I understand that. Okay, so between those, I would say that he's pretty well versed. So let me go ahead and do a roll on the old dice there.
Mhm.
Straight, no minuses or positives, correct?
I
No disadvantages or anything like that.
would give you 1 penalty die, just because of your hands are still a bit shaky. You haven't quite.
Okay, I rolled a 37, so let me roll my 10 real quick
Yep, your
for the
penalty
other
die.
dice. And it is a 4, so a
Yeah,
47.
you're grand. Yep. Yeah, you're able to reboot. The monitor, it all blinks off. comes back on, starts to reprocess the information.
He is
And
going to equally pay attention to the readout to see if it mechanically and electronically is functioning correctly, piquing his professional interest. And he will also try to peer through all the black and the goo and all and see if there's any hope of potential. Well, no, it's probably too icky. So he's just going to pay attention to the technical stuff.
okay. Yeah, it seems to be working fine as it's starting to bring back up the readings, and it goes right back to where it was. Heart rate is erratic, brain activity also erratic, and the blood oxygen indicator is flashing red. And
And there's no medical personnel?
You hear a brief shuffling inside the chamber, and what sounds almost like a gasp for breath.
Well, who else is within view?
Nobody. They're all in the first aid station.
He is going to shut the unit off.
Okay.
Allow the
Turn
person
off the
to pass with a bit of dignity and grace, because there's obviously no medical personnel to deal with this, and this person is suffering. Euthanasia seems to be the most reasonable.
And as you do so, give me a spot hidden roll, please.
Spot hidden.
Yep. I'm not gonna
Any
roll to turn the device off. You can do that.
any disadvantages or anything?
No.
All right.
Just for physical stuff as your body is kind of
27.
learning how to work again. 27. Yeah, I take it that's a success for spot hidden for you.
I can have a hard success for 7 luck if you like.
No need for that. No need for that. Save your luck. So you get the success. You notice a shimmer like across the black goo on the inside of the glass, the window. You see a shimmer of silver like slide across, almost like a sheet of silver or something, like just dragged across it and then disappears.
He will note that, and
there's more shuffling inside the chamber.
very good. Attending to me, Lieutenant Mueller. Yes, my friends.
Does him shutting this off trigger any alarm?
Yes, it would actually. You're still at the computer system inside, right?
Yes.
You would see that, hibernation, it's probably not literally hibernation chamber number 7, whatever it is. Bioregistration number 4-69503227-43 has been shut off.
Okay, this is a medical. This is a medical bay,
shut
right?
off.
Yeah, it was rebooted. You saw that. And quickly came right back to the same readings that it was reading before, and then it was turned off.
Okay. As soon as it's rebooted, once that alarm goes off for it being rebooted, McLeod this is a medical bay, right?
Yeah, you're in a first aid station.
So she is going to rifle through, and she's trying to find things like, presumably they've got some sort of small portable, heart paddle thing.
Defibrillator.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So defibrillator, adrenaline, anything that I might need for emergency triage, and I'm heading back into the.
Yeah, you find all that.
Yep, and then head back to the cryo room, presumably about the same moment that he switches the damn
turned
thing
it
off.
off. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And now he's staring strangely at the window.
McLeod strides over, her demeanor brooking absolutely no attempt to stop her.
Mueller puts his hand out. Doctor, stop where you are.
Lieutenant,
he makes eye contact with her and holds it.
She stares right back at him. Lieutenant, are you a doctor?
No, but I am a technician. And this is clearly a mechanical problem. But there's more. There's something else in the chamber with her. Do not open this chamber.
Brush past him. Keep going.
She brushes past you.
He will not allow her to open that.
Okay. You gonna wrestle her?
Wow. How very forward of you. Yes. Security! Alarm!
Oh,
I assume you
mm,
go over Dr. McLeod and try to open the thing up, right?
Unless I am physically restrained, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Lieutenant Mueller, hello, my friend.
Do
He
you
will
try
secure
to
it.
restrain her immediately?
Absolutely, he will secure her.
Okay.
Doctor, no.
So we will call this an opposed, brawling situation. So both of you can make a brawling check.
Ooh, failed by 11.
Stand by. I had to switch my dice back from a 10. 47. I have no idea what his thing is. Hold on. Brawling. Fighting, brawl. 55. So he just made it.
Okay, so you got a
47.
success, normal success. You have a failure, Neil, unless you want to spend luck.
No.
Okay. So yeah, he grapples you, grabs hold of you, like I assume just kind of wraps his arms around you and locks your arms down to your sides, and almost bear hug like from behind,
Making sure that he presses his pelvis against her pelvis to make proper contact so that she can't hurt herself.
Okay, he is now dry humping you up against the side.
No. A simple maneuver, classic wrestling and security
Sure,
position.
call it what you will. He has you in a pelvis lock against the side of
And
it.
he whispers quietly, Doctor, calm down.
Lieutenant,
Give me a spot hidden roll there,
She's
Doctor.
gone, Doctor. There's something in there.
20 hard success. Lieutenant, let go of me immediately.
Okay, so you also see that silver sheen pass across the black matter, whatever it is on the inside.
You see
of
it?
the window.
There's something in there.
And you hear from
cannot
inside. You hear
open it.
and you hear some movement again inside the.
No,
For-
Doctor.
for all
You're
I
not
know-
opening. No.
For all I
Did-
know,
did-
that's her last breath. So I'm going to
Yeah.
keep struggling. Lieutenant,
Does this-
unhand me immediately.
Does this ruckus
Doctor,
notice
I
by
am
us?
Lieutenant Mueller. Yes, my friend. I am the master EST. I'm telling you, you may not open that chamber.
Yeah, you guys will all notice and probably hear the sounds coming from inside there.
So
Okay.
So I hear this. I'll head out there.
The doors
and,
hadn't even closed yet before they started shouting at each other. So
Yeah. Say,
I'm immediately heading there also.
okay,
I will be still
Mueller,
looking.
what the hell are you doing?
The doctor's trying to open this chamber. Hello, Lieutenant Mueller, my friend. And there's something
So?
in there with her. Do not open that chamber.
I'll go over there and I'm going to try and pull Mueller off her.
okay.
Good
So
afternoon.
you can make a brawling check against him.
He will not fight, but he will release her and stand between them and the
Okay.
chamber.
He doesn't fight. Then he just pulls back and tries to get between you guys and the chamber.
So I'll let go as soon as he sort of breaks off. I say, we can't behave like this. Whether you know it, this is not perhaps the best way to hear, but we have been here for 50 years. Now let that sink in.
And if we want to be here 1 minute longer, you will not open this chamber.
Why not?
Because I, Lieutenant Johannes Mueller, hello, my friend.
I know who you are.
I'm telling you no. You are not the technician. I, Lieutenant Mueller, am the ESD master technician. And I tell you no, you will not open it. There's something else in there. No.
I looked to the doctor.
No.
I said,
You hear a sound come from inside there. It sounds like a muffled cry from a young woman.
all right, I'm gonna try to pull Mueller away. Doctor, see to your patient, and I'm gonna grab Mueller.
Okay, roll brawl.
Interestingly enough, Sanchez is pretty good at brawling.
He's Mexican, right?
I got a 7.
Oh, 5.
They get that fighting pride.
I get an 05.
I got a 7.
Extreme
Okay.
success.
Extreme success.
That's on both
I got
ends.
no
So it's
7.
a tie.
Nice.
So you're grappling. Neither one of you has advantage, but you are grappling. While they're grappling, Doctor, do you want to try to open the chamber?
Absolutely.
Okay, give me a strength roll, please.
Okay. Yeah. Unless there's
Wait. Can Lieutenant Mueller? Hello, my friend. Can he shift his position and
No.
probably press the issue and throw the other guy into the doctor?
He can next round. Yes.
Assuming that there is no electronic means of opening this thing. Yes. Okay. I'll go straight with strength.
Alarm!
Well,
Alarm!
It's already,
Actually, you know what?
It's already been unlocked.
Hey, Ian, if I get an extreme success, would that do anything? I mean, I like a critical success, like an 01. Would that give me an advantage?
Oh,
over
you
him?
mean like if you wanted to spend the
Four
If you
luck
spend
points.
the luck to bring it to,
Yeah.
then he would also have to spend equal luck to make it a continue tie, or else he'd have to just allow
And
you
he
to
would.
get him into a lock.
I'll roll those dice. I'll spend 4 luck. Just
Spend
to
4
make you
luck
spend
to
yours.
turn it into a critical success. Okay,
All right, he spends the 7 luck as well.
6 luck, I think. Right? You rolled a 7.
Six,
Um,
right?
Yeah, I rolled a 6.
Yeah,
I
she's
rolled
gonna
a
get to
one.
one.
Okay, so you spend luck, and you're still kind of at a stalemate. So how did you do on that strength roll there,
I had-
Dr. McLeod?
Okay. Right. Failed by 10.
Oh, you're trying to open it, but it seems to be stuck tight. It's
Ah,
definitely not
and-
sealed. But yeah.
And whilst doing so, I'm calling out for security.
Yeah, I've been trying to get over there through
Yeah.
all the chatter for the last.
Sorry,
Yeah, it's
Tom,
gonna-
you're gonna go and assist her.
No, I see these two grappling on the floor.
No, we're
They're
Oh,
not
we're
on the
still-
floor yet. They're still
we're
standing.
standing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we're still
walk
standing.
over and I grab both of them by the upper arms and I hurl them apart.
Okay.
Just got my hand,
finally
just in that-
security.
shove them both away from each other.
A 3-way brawl.
Yeah.
like it.
So
That chamber
you guys
must
are
not be open.
wrestling with
Lieutenant.
each other. So he just goes over and grabs you each by the arm. He's got like crushing strength.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I have
Statistically
never
speaking-
crushing intellect. I'll have you know.
just statistically
I have
speaking, he has
crushing good luck.
120 strength.
Yeah.
He's genetically modified superhuman strength.
Mhm.
And he grabs you, and pulls you aside like two chastised children. Doctor struggles to open the chamber with no success. What about you, Cleo? Since you're the only one not currently occupied.
I am still in the first aid station looking for the key card.
Oh god, okay.
I'm not panicking. I'm not
The
worrying.
computer
about
speaks
anything.
to you.
Oh, fuck.
While you're doing so, the computer says, "Would you like some music?"
What are you doing?
No, thank you.
And it begins playing music.
Oh,
It's in the first aid station only, not in the cryo chamber.
I
He's playing music that it's kind of like a cacophony. You realize it's two songs. It sounds like playing at the same time. It's too loud. It's one of the songs is a symphony by Brahms, and the other song is some kind of hardcore techno punk.
okay.
And every once in a while, fading in and out, like it's on like a slide, is some kind of weird swing jazz at the same time, and it's just like a big fucking mess.
What the?
Make a sanity check.
No, I go to the see if I could turn it off from the medical console or something. I don't know.
No, you cannot.
Oh no, not this.
Is there like an access panel or something that I can just?
To the main computer, no.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep.
This
I'm
is
gonna
just a data
try.
station.
I'm gonna try shut it out of my head and just keep looking.
Back in the room.
All
Next round.
What is
Sensei,
going on?
Sensei Hatsuko. Sensei Hatsuko.
Yes, I should take down everybody's initiative order. What is your dexterity, Cleo?
My dexterity is 65.
We're gonna kill each other.
Okay, what about you, Dr. McLeod?
Also 65.
Rigo?
80?
Mueller?
70.
And Tom?
80.
Okay, so we go Tom, Rigo, Mueller, then Cleo, and McLeod. Okay, that's just the generic initiative order.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tom, I'll go to you first.
What?
You've got a good, strong grip on both of their arms.
I
but-
say, what is happening in here?
A breach
He's
of
trying to-
security. A breach of security.
one
if
at a
he
time.
opens that chamber.
Shut your mouths. Mueller.
a breach of security if she opens that chamber.
Explain.
There's something alive in there besides the woman. It's
Bullshit.
biological. No,
You're full
not
of
bullshit.
shit.
An animal. Listen to me. I am Lieutenant Mueller. Hello, my friend.
Think about it. Where was that animal come from, you moron?
Doctor.
Okay.
There's a patient in there. She's dying.
The doctor saw it as well. There's something
Dr.
else
McLeod?
in there.
What did you see, Doctor?
I don't know. Nothing. For all I know, it could be her last goddamn breath.
I walk over.
Her breath did not make a slimy trail across the glass.
I'll let the guy's arms go and walk over and knock on the glass. Dunk, dunk, dunk.
Okay, and yeah, you don't even have to roll. You'll notice the silver sheen again slide across the black matter.
I'm going to step in front of
like a
Neil
silver
to make sure he
film,
doesn't go over.
and it it's almost like it's something that rising to the top of water and then just back below the water, it kind of fades in and out of view. But except it's not water; it's some kind of weird black.
Mueller is going to
What it
pay
is.
attention to the room and see if the easiest way to secure this room would be.
Someone-
secure the room. Well, there's only one door.
Good.
Yeah.
He's going to make his way to the door.
Okay.
I turn to Rigo and I say, bring me a flashlight of some kind. There must be something in the medical station.
Sure. So I'll be like right behind Neil, presumably.
There's a bag of medical implements which may well include like a maglite torch or something on the
Yes.
floor.
Oh, excellent.
Oh yeah, actually that's true. Yeah, could it even have like a little light for shining the eyes to check
Absolutely
response?
does.
Yeah. Okay,
Excellent.
cool. So I'll
Nice.
stay then.
May I have the light, please? And I will shine it through the glass, like press it against the glass and like shine it while I look from behind.
Try to see if you can see inside.
Right. Like move it around.
Right. Let's see. Looking in, you definitely see some movement. Let's see. Where is it? Here we go. Elizabeth LaSalle. Yeah, you catch you think you see a blue eye and some blonde hair kind of moves from right to left as you hear kind of a muffled from inside.
But I don't see this sheen of something.
No, you don't see it now at the moment as you're shining the light in.
All I can see is her, and she seems in distress.
Yes, and like I said, you just see like one eye and a bit of blonde hair. You just see like a corner of her head before that's all you can kind of see because it's mostly the window's pretty much mostly concealed by this
Right.
matter,
Hmm.
which you don't know what it is. It could be dried blood. Maybe she vomited from inside the chamber. For that matter.
Exactly.
Violently.
I turn to the other two and I say, stand back.
I will do so.
I will reach
Has
into
Lieutenant Mueller made it to the door yet?
Oh yeah, you're at the door. Lieutenant.
Okay. He's preparing to shut it if it opens that chamber.
It's closed anyway, but you're standing in front of it.
I'm going to look through the bag for the most lethal looking implement in there.
Scalpel, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you might find a scalpel.
Nothing here is really all that
Do they
great.
even use scalpels? Maybe.
Probably not. Well,
You know tech level better than I do. I'm just.
Maybe.
I mean-
They might.
it would make sense because even though, the sci-fi has things like laser scalpels and all that stuff requires power, a blade doesn't.
Exactly. Yep. So yeah, you can find a scalpel.
All right. So I will take that and I will tell them to stand back and I will hold it ready and then flip open the case.
Okay, give me a strength roll.
I rolled a 7.
A 7 under 120, so that's an extreme success to the extreme. Yeah, you flip it open with brute force.
And take a
And as it does so, you hear a tearing of flesh and cloth, and blood splatters out. You see a swollen lump of flesh, blood. heat repellent fibers, and water filled buboes from which the remains of what were once human limbs thrust at unnatural angles. The head is partially fused with the shoulder. Only one eye is still visible, and as you're looking at it, you see a scrap of raw flesh slowly creep over it as though drawn by an invisible hand. Wires designed to connect a human with the life support systems of the hibernation chamber protrude from this cancerous mass. The artificial respirator tube could not have been removed in time from the tumorous heap of flesh, and the automatic retraction motor, now working at full power, struggles in vain to withdraw the respirator, dragging parts of what was once Elizabeth LaSalle's jaw and mouth away with the door as you flip it open. Again and again, momentary flashes of silvery discolorations can be seen gliding over the surface of this roiling, bubbling mass of flesh. And from the gaping hole that may once have been a mouth, a hoarse rattle is heard. Everybody who can see this, which I assume is everybody but Mueller at the moment by the door, give me sand rolls.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I'm all right.
Awesome.
27.
You lose 1 point.
Whoa. 10, so I'm fine.
And I will immediately, with
You lose 1
full
point.
force, ram the blade into her skull and try and put her out of her misery.
Okay. You ram it into her skull, pull it out, and as you do so, you see the wound almost instantly closed as a silvery mass slides across it and replaces it with fresh organic matter.
Grab the lid and slam it shut.
Okay.
The lid that you just tossed across the room.
I just flipped open.
Okay.
Lieutenant Mueller opens the door and steps through and shuts it.
Okay. You slam the thing closed. Did anybody fail that sanity roll, by the way?
No.
No.
Okay. So you all lost 1 point.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay. You slam the thing shut.
Yeah.
God.
Is there a mechanical way to secure it?
Yeah. You could try to reactivate the electronic locks. It would require an electronics roll.
Let's see.
I don't have that skill. Or actually,
I'm looking.
No, I don't. I have electric repair, not electronics.
What about computer use? Would that do it?
I'll let computer use do it on a hard success.
Okay, I'll give it a try. No.
Okay, so I imagine Tom's holding it closed. You're there tapping away, trying to get it to lock. You can't activate the lock. You still hear the rattling sound from inside and the shuffling movement.
I shout for Mueller.
Mueller has gone into the first aid station, and the door is
he's on the other side of the door.
Yeah.
Mueller,
I guess he's probably looking through the window, yeah?
Mueller, what are you doing in here? What's going on?
Oh, Cleo's in the other.
Hello?
Cleo's
Yeah,
still in there.
Lieutenant Mueller. Hello, my friend.
Jeez.
I'm
gonna run over to the door and I'll open it and say
It's locked.
Oh, really?
Is
All
it
right,
locked?
so-
Why did you lock it?
I was securing it. Open and close and secure.
Okay, you're going to try to lock it electronically.
Whatever I can, if I can.
Okay, give me
He released a contaminant.
give me an electronics roll.
Doesn't that mean Mueller can hear the really bad music now?
Yeah,
Easily saved.
Okay,
Easy success.
it is locked electronically.
Okay.
I do want to try something while I'm in here, but
What do you want to try, Cleo?
so I want to go over to the card, the key card reader. Can I try to rip it apart and electronically?
That would be an
in?
electrical repair.
Yeah, I don't have electrical. Oh shit! I'm good with electronics.
It's kind of the opposite of electrical repair, really, if you think about it. But yeah, it's
Yeah, but you have to know how to break things to how to fix them.
I only know electronics. I don't know electric repair. So I'm gonna give it a go anyway. Fuck it. If I make it worse, I'll make it worse.
I'm gonna be shouting from you. Like, get your ass out here, you coward!
He's flirting. He had nothing to
He's
do
got
with
you
whatever
locked.
you're doing.
He's got you locked in the cryos chamber with whatever is inside that coffin, and he's in the first aid station flirting.
All right, I'm gonna run back over. I'm gonna run back over to the coffin then, and
In
I'm
the
gonna
meantime,
lean
while
on.
you're doing that, what are
Oh, yeah.
the doctor and the security officer doing?
I am holding the lid closed,
Okay.
glaring at the door where I last saw Mueller.
And
I'm
you
gonna go-
see this silver sheen sliding out through the, thin little cracks, I guess, from where the door is no longer sealed,
Oh shit!
and start to
I'm gonna-
slither up the side of the coffin towards your hands.
Yeah, I will tell them get to the door now.
I am going to attempt an elect repair, by the way.
Okay. What are you doing, Dr. McLeod?
Standing slack-jawed with horror, frozen to the spot.
Fair. I think it's a fair reaction. Do you move towards the
Okay.
door when Tom says everybody get to the door now?
No.
No. Okay.
All right.
So I have to get underneath a 10, and I got a 5.
You rolled a 5?
Yeah.
All right. The door opens into a small hall with 2 doors. I think 3 doors total, right? There's a door on the left, door on the right, and a door straight ahead.
I did it. Oh my god, what the hell? Fuck. Mueller, come with me.
Indeed.
Oh, wait,
And
did you-
we'll step through and shut the door and lock it.
Fuck. I didn't realize I don't actually know that he locked them out, so
Well, he has basically. You're gonna try to lock it from. Yeah, give me an electrical repair skill. This is gonna be it's gonna be a hard check though because he's already basically hacked it from the other side. Now you're trying to.
worst thing is I can't help the other 3.
Mueller, or who are you talking to?
Yeah, you Mueller.
Mueller.
If you're gonna try to lock it, yeah.
All right, I got a 20. I think that's good. Let me check.
Yep,
real
that's
quick.
good. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So you managed to get on the other side and lock it.
I can't help the others because I didn't know he locked. My character doesn't know he locked them out.
Well, now you know he's. You can see.
Now who is
I
he
can see
talking to? Who is Mueller talking to?
Cleo.
Yeah, clear.
Pilot?
Cleo the pilot. Cleo. Hi.
Oh, Mueller.
Lieutenant Mueller.
I kind of look into your eyes.
One of the chambers had some sort of biological contaminant, and they released it into the other room. But it's not in the room with us. Hello.
Well, we can't leave them.
I warned them. I tried with all my might to stop them, and they still opened it up. The doctor, who should have known protocols, broke the protocols. So you and I both know that we must secure ourselves to save the ship.
True. And they
Think of all of the lives.
Nakamura. Why are they so shit?
They have shit for brains. Shit for brains. Unlike you.
Thank you. I wink at Mueller, and I try to locate some form of main control room. That's what I want.
Mueller's going to touch her shoulder oh so gently.
So the
All right.
so Tom has rushed over to the door with
Okay. So right, as soon as I see that she's not moving and that thing is going towards me, I'm gonna walk over and
no, it went up the side of the coffin towards your hands, but once you moved away from the coffin, it still just kind of went over the coffin.
Right.
Kind of,
I know. I got you. But I see that she didn't move.
Yeah.
After I
the doctor
shouted.
still.
Right. So after I let go of the coffin, I walked over and just picked her up, slung her over my shoulder,
Okay. Carry
and
her
then
to the door.
carried her to the door.
Okay. Doctor, I would like you to give me a we'll call it a medicine roll.
Hang on, let me just check this there. Okay. 100.
Wow.
Fail.
Okay. Yeah, you're just stunned,
Yeah.
stupid.
Yep.
You have no idea what the hell is going on. But the silver sheen then slithers back down and goes back into the coffin.
I'm gonna examine the door when
It
I get
moves
to
almost like the Mercury of the T-1000 in Terminator 2. You know.
it. Oh, nice. Yeah, when I get over to the locked door, I'm gonna examine it to see what the best way to open it would be.
Okay. Well, there are a couple different methods. You could tear open the lock panel and do an electrical repair skill to
Mhm.
hotwire it, or you could try physical force to smash it down.
Well, since I don't have any electrical ability, and I don't think the others do, we're gonna go with brute force because we got that.
All right, so I examine the lock. How difficult would it be to hack it?
Just an electrical repair skill. Normal.
I'll try that first because I have
Okay.
electrical repair.
Yeah, you easily tear the panel off, pull out a couple wires,
And I roll a 4 for my electrical repair of
and
60.
the door opens to the first aid station, and you hear the music now playing in there.
What in the
Classical music, techno punk, and jazz fading in and out.
hell? That is very bizarre.
We should probably close that.
Indeed. So I'll secure the door.
Okay, another electrical repair skill.
I rolled a 6.
Oh,
I'm
Jesus,
fucking
what
rolling
is
like
going on with
crazy.
your dice?
I don't know, man. This guy's blessed. I never roll this well.
Okay, yep. The door closes and locks.
God damn. I'll never get this roll of luck again. Damn you, Cthulhu!
Yeah, Sanchez has a new mission. he's
The
going after
computer
Nero.
voice comes over the speakers in the first aid station and in the hallway. You guys can hear it as well. The computer voice says, what would it say? Secondary crew personnel, report to the operations center to receive your orders.
Well, that's where I want to be anyway, because it's probably so. I'll try to head there.
Do you know where there is?
Nope. So I'm
No.
just gonna
No.
aimlessly walk around.
So what do you do? What did you do, Cleo and Ioannis first? You're in the hallway
Cleo, I think we need to secure environmental or spacesuits.
Well, I kind of want to figure out what's actually going on. I feel like this operations center might be a good place to start, so we could split up.
They have released a contaminant in the air. If we have any hope of saving all of these people, you and I, Lieutenant Mueller, your friend, we should put on our suits first.
Yeah, but we don't know how. We don't know what's really going on here. If I can get to some main operation systems, I can look at logs and stuff. Hopefully.
Can you
Okay,
look
while
at
they're
logs
discussing that,
through
what
an
do you guys do in the
environmental
first aid
system?
station? In the first aid station, Rigo.
Okay,
and
so
Dr.
first thing I
McLeod.
do is check the doctor.
Okay.
Dr. McLeod.
I had to try. I had to try. I couldn't leave her in there.
I understand.
What was it?
You did right.
The first aid station computer is still reading the vitals on the hibernation chamber. If you check that, you'll see that it's still the same. She's still alive.
Is there a euthanizing option on these pods?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just tried to euthanize her and it didn't work.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they would have like a
I
nerve
know what you
agent
mean.
or
Right,
yeah.
right.
Dr. McLeod, give me another medicine roll now that you've had a little time to calm down.
Yes, scrape to pass with a 78.
You've heard of a technology, although you haven't really seen it in work. You know that the government uses it somewhere, probably militarily. But based on the way you saw that mask tear away a section of skin from her face, and then that silvery cloud covered over and pulled the flesh over and repaired it almost instantly. Also the same thing when he jabbed it in the skull, her in the skull with his scalpel, how it closed it up, immediately repaired the damage. You've heard of a technology called nanites, like microscopic machines that can be programmed for either organic or mechanical repair. But I mean, it's like seriously, even in the 27th century, this is like some pretty high tech, almost science fiction type stuff, you know? But you've heard whispers about this amongst the medical community and the of course conspiracy theorists who all believe that the government has already developed the technology and is using it for military purposes amongst the various guerrilla warfare going on between the corporate houses and such.
Okay, I consider it briefly, but dismiss it in favor of our more immediate problem. I won't share that information yet. Is there a deck plan?
Oh, on this information module in the first aid station? Yes, there absolutely is.
Did I hear the written instruction to go to the operations room, or was I paying
You
attention?
did. You all heard that.
Okay.
So you get two things. First of all, you get this. Let me find the right image here. Here you go. This generic layout of the ship, which I will send to you guys in the Facebook now.
Mm-hmm.
It's no detail, just gives you a general layout of the ship.
And we're in module 3, the technical module, correct?
Correct.
Yep.
The other bit of information it gives you is the map, which I showed you there. Oops, I'm dropping it on the wrong fucking thing. Here we go. This one here. So if we were to take that and put it there, it would be the actual floor plan of Module 3, Level 2. So looking at the layout plan of the overall ship, it looks like there are 5 modules. Each one seems to have 2 decks. And they're connected by these concourses, which you can see.
Mm-hmm.
So do I infer correctly that we want to be leaving via the western, looking at the deck module that we're currently on, we want to be, if it's orientated north-south, we want to be leaving out of the western or left-hand corridor, correct?
To go to where?
Go to Module 1 command.
Oh, well then, yes, that would be correct.
Okay.
If you want to go to Module 1 command, you're being told to report to the operations center, however, which is just down the hall and across the circular hall.
Okay, cool.
I'm just on a visual level. I'm not seeing how we get there though, because it looks like just solid wall all around that inner circle. It's probably just a bad map.
Yeah,
or
you know,
something,
I think that's a bad map. There's a few. There are probably more than a few technical flaws I've found with this module, the way it's put together. But yeah, there should definitely be a door there across from the first aid station, which leads into the circular hallway.
Okay.
To get access to the rest of the.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because otherwise we're just trapped in here. Like,
Yeah, no, that would
there's
be
no
dumb.
way out.
That would be dumb. Correct. And so, for purposes of concourses, concourse connecting 2 modules will be designated by a number, starting with the number of the lowest module, a period, and the number of the highest module. So, for example, the module straight across, which goes from the technical, straight across. Oh, you know what? Yeah, you guys are on level 2. That's why you can't even see the concourses, because they're on level 1. But yeah, connecting module 3 to module 2 would be concourse 2.3. Connecting module 3 to module 5 would be concourse 3.5, etc.
Okay.
Just for designation purposes. That would probably be a standard thing that everybody would be aware of. So.
Now that single door out of this first aid station is locked, right?
You go over to it. Yes, it is. You can see the panel's been ripped open. It's been hot wired, but it's also been locked from the other side. So you'd have to hot wire it again.
Damn it.
Or force it open.
All right.
Now, while this is all going on, back to the hallway where the pilot and the technician were arguing over what to do. You may continue your argument for a few.
Right. I'm just going to head to the operations center, try to find a map of this, wherever the fuck we are, and then try to get to maybe the command, because then I can at least be in my area.
Cleo, I hope to see you again. Perhaps we can spend some time, some quality time, when things have calmed down. I'm going to secure a hazmat suit or a spacesuit and continue to environmental systems.
Okay. Well,
Lieutenant.
I hope we see each other again. I'll see you. I actually hug you because I hug you.
Yes,
Shoot.
Cleo Mueller. I mean Cleo. Yes, we will see each other again. He did it on purpose.
Okay,
I
so where do you go?
blush when you say Mueller.
Mm.
I just go straight ahead, like
Okay.
from the door.
Door opens
that we
into
came
a
out.
circular hallway, and there's a hallway straight across from you as well.
Is there any
which,
designation?
No.
Ooh.
Which direction you want to go? Straight, left, or right? There's a door almost right across from you on the right-hand side. There is a straight across at the end of the short hall in front of you. There's another door on the left. And if you look to the left, you don't see any doors, just a circular hallway from where you are.
I'm gonna right. I rolled even, so I'm just gonna go for the door straight across from me.
Okay,
Right.
that opens up into the operations center. This is a large area with seating for over 40 people, arranged facing a podium. The entire wall behind this is taken up by a large viewing screen with a control panel.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you see. And where did you go, Mueller?
He's gonna, if he doesn't already know, he's going to search the side panels for any directory that's going to take him to any PPE for personal protective equipment. And if not, he's going to try to find a spacesuit so that he can environmentally secure himself from this contaminated air and environment. So then he's going to head to environmental systems.
There's a door on your right, a door on your left, and a door straight across from the first aid station.
And he doesn't know where anything is.
No.
Let's try straight ahead.
She went through the door straight ahead. So you go through the door
let's
straight ahead.
try to the left. We always go left.
Okay, so to your left, you get into a equipment room. Basically, it's full of mechanical equipment that operates basically the robotic arms and such for the cryogenics hall and the first aid station.
Sounds like a great place to store a spacesuit or an environmental suit.
No, there's none.
Back out and then to the right, or actually, what
Okay,
we
that
straight
takes you
ahead.
into the cryostatics control room, which has computer terminals and controls that actually can manipulate and affect the cryostasis pods in the cryogenics hall, etc. Can affect the environment, everything else. Monitor. You've got full control there. And there's a computer panel, and you can pull up, and you'll get these two maps as well that I'm currently showing on screen and that I've dropped in the chat.
Stand by. Let me take a quick look. All right.
The X's, by the way, those little things designated with X's on the map, those are elevators. They go up to level 1.
Okay, so
while
we're
you're doing
looking
that,
at. Yes, go ahead.
first aid station.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys going to do next?
I look after I look at the door. I realize that they've already messed with it. I say, Atsuko.
Hi. I'll come over.
They've pretty much fucked us.
Take a look at the panel. Is there anything I can do?
Yeah, you can try an electrical repair. It'd be a
All
hard check.
Let's see here. I'll adjust that first. All right.
It's already been fucked with, but
Too bad you don't have a technician on hand.
I rolled a 5. Under 60.
wow. Are you rolling percentile dice?
I am rolling percentile dice.
Well, no, it's
All right.
a D6.
Oh, wait, it's a D6. I'm sorry. No,
I get them confused.
no I don't know why.
Yeah.
It is my nights are
Or
great. It's going to be awesome until it's going to be like life threatening. Then I'm going to be rolling
Right.
dice.
Yeah, exactly. You'll be making that
Door
making that
opens.
jump across the chasm.
All
Into
right.
that hall. 3 more doors, one on the right, one on the left, and one straight ahead.
Well, we already saw the map of the station, right? So
You did.
Before I
Yeah.
leave the first aid room,
So you know on the right is the cryogenics cryostatics control room. On the left is the equipment room, basically mechanical stuff. And then you can see the operations center, the life support pumps and filtration units, and the storeroom, which takes up half of the exterior area on the other end. So the storeroom has shelves and central distribution area where you can get equipment, etc.
Before I leave the first aid station, did I get anything on me
What do you mean?
from when I flipped open the
Yeah,
coffin?
you had blood and all kinds of stuff on you.
All right. Is there a
As you
shower
ripped it,
station?
as you pulled it open, you tore away half of her jaw. And
Right.
um,
Is there like a shower station in here?
Decontamination of some kind.
there's not.
That's odd.
I don't think there is one here. No.
What about just something that like a sink,
sink,
or a,
right.
a bathroom?
Oh yeah,
maybe?
I mean they'd have that at the first aid station, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll at least wash my hands off.
Mhm.
I guess I had the suit on for my lower body, so I'll wash my hands. And it's a skin tight suit, you said, right? So it's probably pretty.
Give me a spot hidden roll, please.
48 under 70.
As you washing your hands, they're clean, but you keep washing just because you want to get it really clean because you got a lot of
Right. I'll use all these the surgical scrubber thing that they probably have.
yeah, the fucking
The brush.
the what's antibacterial soap, etc. And
Right.
you see the skin on your thumb move, and you see it just kind of turn silver briefly, and then not. And you get like a tingling sensation in that thumb, kind of like pins and needles.
You are fucked.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Give me a sand roll.
How much of my thumb was it that I see that on? Oh, I rolled a 99 for my
It
sanity.
was just like on the skin between the two biggest knuckles of the thumb. Well, no, there's only two knuckles on the thumb. So yeah, between the two knuckles, the knuckle and the base, whatever that's called. That's probably not a knuckle, but you know what I mean. So let's see. You rolled a 99 on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll call that this. 4. You lose 4 points of sanity. And you take a sharp intake of breath as you realize, fuck, you got it in you.
Yeah. I kind of glanced back behind me to see if the other two noticed anything.
Unless they're standing there watching you watch your hands, they don't.
All right. Well, I'll choose to ignore it for now because there's nothing
Okay.
I can do.
Okay, cool. Hands are washed.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Sanchez is probably going to head for the operations center because that would seem to be like, if there's anyone who knows what's going on, they would probably be there. At least that's his.
Mueller, where are you going?
He is. I'm looking at the sheet there on the above map. We noted there's some doors and stuff missing. I am just left to center in cryogenics. Is that correct?
Yeah, cryostatics, I think it's called.
Cryostatics. I don't have access to this map in actual character life, correct?
You do. That came up on the monitor screen right here in cryostatics.
Okay, so is there a way to enter the hallway and go over to the life support area and all the equipment area to the lower right?
Yeah, back the way you came. So you go through the door you came in here to that little hallway where you parted ways with Cleo. And then there's another door. The door that's missing would be to the right of that. It should be the door that goes to the circular hall from there.
Circular hall it is, and then he will beat feet
You
over
walk
to-
right into Sanchez
Yeah.
in the hallway. Boom.
I turn to him. You son of a bitch! And I'm gonna grab him by his shirt and throw him up against the wall.
He will grab Sanchez by the nuts and headbutt him.
All right, so that's going to be, we're going to call that attack and a fight back roll. So
All
roll
right.
your attack roll there, Sanchez,
All right. Let's see.
and you roll your fight back roll. So,
Rolling the shit out of him.
Yeah, I have a 39.
Let's see. 15. 50. All right. That's a hard success, but I'm gonna put in 5 luck to make it an extreme.
Okay, so 5 luck to make it an extreme success on your brawl roll.
Yeah.
You rolled a 39. What is that level of success for you, Mueller?
Regular success, I would need a 27 for.
No, you would need a critical success because you're fighting back and you need to do better than an extreme.
Then I would need an 11.
No,
No, you need a 01.
1.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He went 38 points of luck. Do you wish
Yeah,
to?
I'm not going to do that.
Okay. So he grabs you and throws you up against the wall. Son of a bitch. And we get to the next round. And surprise, we go by proper initiative now, just in case that makes any difference. Tom, Rigo, Mueller.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rigo still goes before Mueller. Rigo, what do you do?
I'm gonna punch him
Okay.
because I'm sort of holding up.
Do you want to dodge or fight back, John?
He has a better chance of fighting. Well, hold on now. Mechanically speaking,
A dodge means you need to roll an equal success or better. For a fight back, you have to roll.
I'm gonna do the dodge because he needs his hands.
Okay.
Yeah, screw this guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
you don't really want to screw
roll
him.
your punch attack, your brawl there.
So there are no more women left. But
All right.
crap.
Hard success.
Hard success. Okay, and I'll roll your dodge there, Ioannis.
I have a 23, and I would need a 17 for hard success. So I will spend the 6 this time.
Okay, so he throws a punch and you dodge. You duck it.
And he hits the wall
No.
because he had me against the wall. Yes.
You duck you dodge the blow.
Break
And it's
that hand.
your action. What do you do?
If I may, he's going to roll out of the way and continue on in his merry way at speed.
Sure, you roll out of the way and just go out into the hall.
Yep.
Okay.
Later.
Door opens and you walk out into the hallway. Now, just to give a description, sorry, about the general layout of the ship. I know I described the aesthetics of the cryo chamber and the first aid station. However, the rest of the ship, for the most part, I just want to find. There's a physical description of it in here. I know somewhere. Yeah, it's all pretty much like black steel. However, it is very much. It's not built for comfort. It's very much mechanical and purpose built. So like there's lots of like lattice frameworks and stuff. You can actually see components and wires and everything underneath, easily accessed, you know what I mean, for in case of need for repair, etc., things of that sort. It gives off a very cold and dark, not a very welcoming feeling. And also there are like emergency lights kind of lighting the whole thing and flashing occasionally over certain doors. There might be flashing red lights where doors have been locked off and sealed for security purposes. But yeah, so you go out into the circular hallway, Mueller, and what about Dr. Okay, back in the other room. Sorry, back into first aid station. We still had Dr. McLeod and Tom there. What are you guys gonna do?
Since we have access to the map, heading by the most direct and expeditious route to operations.
Okay, so you guys walk out into the hall. Rigo, you go after Mueller. You're muted, Alex.
Sorry about that. Has muted. Yeah. So, I don't trust Mueller at all at this point. So, yeah, I'm gonna grab him. I don't trust him to run around the ship. He's already screwed us a couple times. So,
Okay, so you're gonna like chase him. Are you gonna move at speed to get away from him?
Absolutely.
And you're going into the operations center?
He's heading into life support pumps and filtration.
Oh, okay. Cool. So you run over down the hallway there. Rigo's
got a job to do.
Hot on your tail.
Yep.
What's your movement rate there, Mueller?
Five more than the maximum
right.
individual. Damn it.
What's your move?
His move is 9.
What's your move, Rigo?
6.
6.
Oh,
Really?
wah, wah.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that's
It's gonna make it all the sweeter when I get you.
Yeah. So he's faster for sure.
He's just not interested in men.
You're
I'm
following
sorry to disappoint
You
you.
run after him, but he goes over and he goes into the life support. So as Tom and Dr. McLeod walk into the hallway. You see Rigo run out the door and run off to the left.
I look at the doctor and see what she's going to do.
Is it clear whether he's running towards something or away from something?
You heard him say, "You son of a bitch, come back here." So you think he's chasing Mueller.
I'll jog out into the hall and look down that way.
Yeah, you see him run off around the circular hallway out of sight to the left.
So we know where operations is at.
Yep, it's right across from you. They are heading towards either life support or the storeroom.
Okay.
Area.
Doctor, I suggest you head to operations. I'll see what's going on, and I'll chase off down the hall.
Okay.
What's your movement, like 12
9.
or something?
No, it's
Doctor,
only
do
9.
you
Right? It's 20. No.
are you of the same line of thinking, Dr. McLeod? Or
Certainly, yes. I will head straight to operations and await
and you'll
developments.
see Cleo in there as well.
Oh,
in the
fuck.
McLeod?
Nothing personal.
Lieutenant.
Mueller told me what he did. I didn't realize he had actually locked you in the cryo room. I thought he was. He spouted shit about contamination. I kind of fell for it. I don't know. Don't really know much.
McLeod raises.
Just a naive, gullible young girl, huh?
McLeod's eyebrows almost disappear under her hairline.
Give me a become irritated roll there, Dr. McLeod.
Yeah.
I am also checking the nearest panel because you said there was a.
There's a panel on the view
Terminal.
screen next to the view
That's
screen.
what I would have been doing before she even walked
Okay.
in. I would have been on the
Sure.
terminal.
You stupid, stupid bitch.
Well, I get that a lot, but you know,
Mhm.
people like you don't really get to me, McLeod. You can be angry with me, but
So you
honestly,
push
I
the
don't
button
care.
on the screen, or the button next to the screen, I should say, Cleo.
Yep.
And a message pops up, the screen activates, and message pops up. Operational order. Emergency activation of replacement crew to respond to approach of unknown vessel. Members of command staff must report to the officers' mess in Module 1 immediately. And also then, boom, it shows the display of the main display of the ship, the big black and white one on the left there on my screen.
I'm assuming. Well, we're all lieutenants, so I assume we're all
You,
officers.
it probably also flashes to say you're in Module 3 technical.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do exactly what it says and go to the officers' mess.
to Module
Oh.
1 command.
Yeah.
So you need to go to concourse 1.3, which would be on level 1 above you. You're currently on level 2 of
Okay.
Module 3.
Oh, I will find my way there, and I'll be like, McLeod, if you want
The
to
others-
stop being bitchy, follow me.
Good God! Do you
Sorry,
think
I'm
I'm
laughing
gonna?
at a
Do you think I'm
message
gonna leave? Do you think I'm gonna leave you in charge of anything? You are sorely mistaken. God
I'm-
damn.
I am very good at my job, so fuck you.
And
Never
on that
question.
note, as the others are arriving in the life support section, possibly to beat each other's brains out, let's take a bio break.
Okay.
And we'll resume in a few minutes. I suspect this is going to take 2 sessions, by the way, since it's 2 hours and we haven't even left the first floor of the first module. maybe a 2 or 3 session scenario. Yet.
Unless we all kill each other right now.
That's possible. Who knows?
I'm just waiting for Mueller to basically just get himself into a hazmat and then empty the ship's life supports and kill us all.
Well, exactly. Yeah, he's already shown that he cares nothing for the sanctity of our lives. So, fuck you.
Honestly, the thing is, my character sheet is like, you're by no means stupid, but you kind of like come across like that sometimes. So.
Just let me.
You can also be suffering from the Dunning-Kruger
break.
effect.
Just to tell you guys why I was cracking up, John sent a private message. Need to take a bio break when we can. Turtle head level gamma. Alarm.
Right. I'll be back in a second.
Oh man.
Level Gamma.
That's a deep dive right there. All right.
Oh man, too funny. Too funny. Oh yeah, I should grab a bottle of water. Actually, I'm gonna take a piss too, so I'll mute my mic for a second.
God damn, my flight is really quiet today. I think they all might be fucking dead or something. Oh yeah, Cleo is very annoyed that you questioned her ability to be good at her job. McLeod. Very annoyed.
Oh, Cleo's annoyed. I'm sure Dr. McLeod is very concerned with how Cleo feels.
True.
Yeah. Yeah, you know.
You bitch. That's great. Okay.
Oh, dear, oh dear. I don't care about that. Report. Spam. Bye bye. A Facebook advert from the government of Brazil. Meet a brand new Brazil, environmentally aware and sustainable. Learn more about what we're doing to preserve the environment in Brazil.
That's really fucking weird.
Horseshit.
Report ad. What should I report it as? Fake news. Submit.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Crisis averted.
I am back.
Emergency biodump. Look out. Look out below.
Oh fucking.
Sorry, John, to keep you waiting so long. That was totally worth it, though.
Right?
I'm sending you guys the map for level 1 as well of the because I think it makes sense for that to also be displayed with the level 2 map. So I've just put that in through the Facebook chat, and I've also put it up on the screen as well. Because for the most part, at least as this level goes, it looks like level 1, of course, there's another hallway up there, and there's access to the what do you call them, to the concourses, but otherwise it's just like life support systems take up half of it, and then there's the actual hibernation chamber control room. So I guess those cryostacks room where he was at earlier is actually more of the mechanics for it. But I could still. The only thing I said was that he had a monitor in there, so that's fine. No big deal. Yeah, and there's a life support control room up upstairs as well. So the level that you guys are currently running into, Dr. Sanchez, Rigo Sanchez, Ioannis Mueller in front of you, and Tom Hatsuko behind you, is the actual level with the life support pumps and filtration units.
Right.
A bunch of, So
on the map, it appears that there is a door to the south of the map. There's a door with an elevator right there. And then if you continue over to the east side, there's a door into the life support areas and the pumps.
Yeah.
Correct. That's where you are. You've gone through that door into the life support pumps area.
He's going to...
Right beside that door is another door to another elevator.
But there's no access to the elevator within.
Not from inside there, but from the hallway that you come out of. Yeah.
So what I'm getting at, are we looking at terrible maps and really these rooms only have one way in?
Yeah.
Or they're realistically
the
because
operations center has 2 ways in and out.
I mean, you would think that every room by even modern OSHA standards have to have 2 ways in.
Yeah, as far as like I've designed a lot of spaceships and
entry and egress.
This is a terrible one.
Can we assume that there's access to the elevator within the life support area?
No.
Cool.
Typical corporate cost cutting.
That's right. That's right.
No, the door is accessible from the hallway.
Somebody
elevators usually just have one.
they just took the lowest bidder and they just.
All right. Well, how about this? Because I didn't have access to the elevator or to the map that we just looked at, because that's what he actually wanted was the next level. Can we say that he ran into that elevator instead?
Yes, you can.
Retcon.
Run up the elevator. What's your luck?
Stand by. You made a roll first. All right, I'll look first.
No, just tell me. I'm rolling.
His luck is a 50.
Okay, you get up there. The door is closed. You push the button to call the elevator.
Fantastic.
And Dr. Rigo Sanchez catches up with you. What do you do when you catch up to him, Doctor?
I'm going to grapple him. I'm going to do like a flying grapple. I'm going to tackle him into the wall.
Okay.
He's not going anywhere.
Roll a brawl.
Dodge.
Yeah, okay, roll your dodge.
Okay. 17.
2.
Whoa.
You did not roll
That's
a 2.
I did.
Your success, yeah.
Lying bastard.
You wish
17 is a hard success, so I would need to spend 10.
You need to drop it down to a 1. Oh, wait, no, yeah, you need to drop it down to an extreme. You're right.
I will spend the 10. Fuck you.
I will drop it down to a 1 by spending what was it?
1 point of luck, yeah.
1 point of luck, yeah.
Okay, do you want to spend an additional 9 points of luck then, John, to get it down
I
to
would
a 1?
need an additional 7 points of luck. Or 6.
6
points of
yeah.
luck.
Sorry.
I will.
Do you want to spend it? Okay, cool.
I will
keep
burn
track
your
of
luck away until you die, pal.
So
Nothing
he dives at you. You dodge. The door opens to the elevator. Bing. Tom comes running around. It's your action, though, Mueller. What do you want to do?
Close the door.
What do you mean close the door? You're not in the elevator.
Well, he's going to get in the elevator and close the door.
Okay, you go into the elevator and push the button. Tom,
He's not pushing the button. He's just closing to close the door. Yes, not to go anywhere, but yes, to close the door. He's going to be ready with the classic Three Stooges Moe routine to poke him in the eye if he can stick his head in there.
You push the button.
Hatsuko, stop him.
Tom, what are you going to do?
All right, so I come around the corner and I see Mueller dodge into the elevator. The door starts to close.
The door hasn't started to close yet. He's dodged into the elevator and just push the button, and it's your action.
Clearly impressed by his athletic ability and swarthing good looks.
All right. I will leap in the elevator and put my boot in his chest.
You have to make the distance first, mister. If I have to describe every step, you can't get there.
Ha!
Nice try.
Given the distance, yeah, you can make it to the door.
If I get to the door and it's closing, instead of going in there, I'll grab the edge of the door and wrench it.
And well, you can just put your hand in there anyway, and the door will stop and will open back up again. And we go to the top. Well, no, Tom is the top of the order. So next on initiative is Rigo.
I go under his arm, like I duck under his arm and go in there.
Okay.
And like,
Eye
I'm
poke.
gonna grab him again.
Go for it.
I was prepared with an eye poke. I would request an advantage dice, please. No? Do I get the
Yeah,
advantage?
you get a bonus die, but you're doing a fight back action. So go ahead.
Regular success.
Okay, I don't need the advantage. I rolled a 6.
Okay, you rolled a 6. You have a regular success. Rigo, do you want to spend any luck?
Nope, I'm gonna let him burn his.
Okay, you spend.
Besides,
you
besides,
rolled
I
a-
get
you rolled
big.
a 6. That's an extreme
I get-
success, right, John?
Yes.
Okay, so
Says
yeah,
I-
you get
I-
a attack. You do the eye poke. Roll your unarmed damage. 1d3
Says-
plus your damage bonus.
I got Big Tom on my side.
Yeah. I prefer women, but whatever floats your boat, dude. I'm here to
That's
support
right.
you.
Whatever floats my boat.
I'm here to support you. What
As
is
I
it?
poke you in the eyes.
Was it Taco Tuesday? Or is that what
If you're gonna try and
excited
support me,
about?
pal, you're gonna have to use two hands.
What's that damage there, John?
I did. I have a 3.
You rolled a 3, and okay.
I rolled
so
a
3 points
6,
damage.
which is a 3.
3 points of damage there.
All
to
right.
Rigo.
got it.
Bam. That's a severe eye poke. Ouch.
Ah,
You got the double poke.
bleed it in the corner of the eye.
Both fingers made contact.
Wah, wah, wah.
And it's then your turn, Mueller.
Close the door.
Well, Tom is standing there holding his hand in the door to hold it open. You've already pushed the button to go up, but or to close the door, but it reopened when he put his hand in.
Damn
Well,
safety elevators.
Well, shit. Well, against all odds, maybe roll out between the legs of this humongous Japanese man and
I'm actually
Get
not
out.
huge. I'm just like
Yeah, he's not huge. He's just muscular.
more cut than a normal person would be.
gotcha.
Okay. Let's see. We will call that. Is there an acrobatic skill? There is, right?
No.
Sure.
I don't think so.
I don't know why
At
that's
least not. At least it's not
Why,
called
why
that.
don't, why don't we just call
Okay,
it
let's just
computer
call it
because he has a very high computer
This is
skill.
called dexterity.
Call it
Dexterity.
computers.
Dexterity it is. All right. Well, I got a 53. So his dexterity is a 70. So that's actually
Okay.
pretty good.
Okay, so you roll under his arms into the hallway. Tom, what are you going to do?
Stop
He
him.
kind of slides under you and starts to move away. But you're so close enough you can get him.
Oh man.
Tom?
He does nothing.
Sorry,
He's stunned by my acrobatics, and
I
Mueller
described
gets away.
so Mueller rolls through and he gets up he's like in that crouched sprinter position, and I'll turn around and I'll plant my foot in his side and kick him into the wall.
Okay, roll a brawl attack.
Dodge.
This is gonna hurt.
This is gonna dodge.
You get a bonus die as well. Mueller, roll your dodge.
All
I
right.
You get a bonus die. Yes, you get a bonus die because he's already acted this round. So
Oh,
it's
Who gets the
basically like
bonus,
he's
me?
outnumbered. No, you do
Nice.
not get a bonus. You just make a normal dodge roll.
I rolled a 40,
28.
which is a hard success.
And it beats your martial arts roll as well, right?
It does, yes, by a lot.
Okay. What did you get? A 28?
Yes. I'd have
What
to
is that?
spend 9.
To make a what? Hard success?
Yes. Fuck. I'll do it.
Do you want to spend any luck?
Yeah,
Tom,
I don't
to
wanna
make
get
to make it
hammered.
cost more?
Can I give him some of my luck?
Mexican luck doesn't work on Japanese people.
To get to an extreme success,
That's racist.
cost
It's
24.
not racist. It's a fact.
Yeah, do you don't want to spend that much?
No,
Okay.
that's way too
He
much.
dodges the kick.
All right. So he dodges the kick, then I'll chase him.
What's your movement speed?
9.
Yeah, okay. So he starts running. Where are you running to, Mueller?
Yeah.
Direction.
Away.
Which way? Right or left at the junction?
Well, I guess I'm not going to really get to clear. Well, I don't know how fast he is. So mechanically speaking, He needs to clear some distance, so he's gonna attempt to run to the right, run all the way around the circle if he can, and come back to the same spot again. In theory.
Yeah, well, in theory, that should be easy to do. It as a circle. Okay, so this is good. We're going to go with a chase. So you each have to make, I'm going to call this strength rolls because it's a foot chase, speed based.
I think a dex roll would probably be better.
No, definitely wouldn't be a dex roll. It'd be strength or constitution, but I think strength is more appropriate because it's a sprint, not a marathon yet.
Roll a strength check.
Yes.
All right.
I know you have 120, so you can't fail technically,
All right.
but
I rolled a
degrees of sickness make a
which is
difference.
a hard success.
Hard success. I need to pull up my chase rules too, real quick again.
By the way, Sanchez is taking a breather. He steps in the doorway to hold the door
he got
open.
poked in the eyes, both eyes.
Yeah,
Now, come on now.
Well, he's also pretty tired.
Sanchez has been chasing him like a lunatic, and he's just now gonna sit down and take a break.
Yeah, he's a fat old man.
He got poked
He's
in the eyes twice.
like 50 years old. He's not he's no spring chicken. So he's like he'll let Hitsuko take care of him.
Is now the moment to point out that we left Dr. Sergei Antonovich just wandering around in the cryo chambers?
Yes.
Actually, yeah, you don't know where he went.
All about him.
You haven't seen him in a while. You haven't seen him since sure when you last saw him.
I completely forgot about him.
Oh dear. Sorry. He's been eaten by something, probably. That's how these things go.
What am I looking for here? Oh yeah, chases. Okay. Fix this again. I've actually gotten kind of decent at these, but it's been a little bit. So let's make this fit width. Yeah. Speed roll. Okay. So what was your you got a 37? You said.
Rolled a 37. Yeah.
What level of success
That's a
is
hard
that?
success.
Okay. What is your roll, John?
I rolled a 37, which is 5 points from a hard success.
Okay, well, hard success won't make any difference here. So you're both moving the same speed. Okay. You're both moving the same speed. So you let's see here. So yeah, you just start running. You both have the equal amount of actions, one action per turn. Which is pretty much just run. I assume you just run, John, to get away from him.
He's running.
And he runs to catch up with you. Basically, that's going to keep going until something changes.
Narratively, he'll look back and give him a wink. Hi.
I'll just have that stone-faced Terminator run going.
Right, you look like the T-1000.
Like purely focused, like boom. Prey-sighted, locked on.
Awesome.
Okay. So you're just running around the basically, yeah, it's neck and neck nearly. He's
Takes
right
a lot
on
of oxygen to feed those muscles. He'll wear out eventually.
Back in the operations center room, Dr.
Hey!
and Cleo.
I know what I'm doing. So I'm going to slap McLeod.
Oh,
yeah.
Everybody's fighting.
Because
This is the end.
as I'm slapping, I'm going,
We're gonna kill each other without
I am
seeing
not
each other.
stupid little girl. You may because of how because of how you worded it, you think you called us stupid, which basically you did. And I am more capable.
Slapping her out to do damage, I presume, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I am more capable than you Nakamura scum. You always get under my skin. Don't even know why we have you around here. You're all pointless anyway. You all think you're high and mighty.
Dr. McLeod, you may retort.
She probably doesn't even see the slap coming, so it probably just connects.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a slap to do damage either.
Yeah, I didn't want to do damage. It was more of just you call me stupid. You basically refer to me as stupid. I don't like being called that. So
I strongly resist the temptation to say that I grab her wrist and we lock eyes and kiss. No.
It's turned into a Romeo and Juliet story.
I was gonna say, poor, Ian never saw the direction this scenario would take, and yet we were
I didn't expect it to descend into PvP madness this quickly. man.
Honestly, if you weren't Nakamura, she probably would allow you to.
So at this point, her McLeod's fury is of the adamantine silent type, and her cheek reddening. She just glares at Lieutenant Malazelos.
And then I just walk out the room, by the way, after I said my thing.
Yep, I keep following her wordlessly.
Okay, so you walk out into the room. Where are you going, Cleo?
I want to go to the nearest elevator because obviously I've seen the map now.
Okay, it's around the corner. But as you do so, Johannes Mueller comes running around.
Can I try to
and
trip him
nearly
up?
runs into the two of you. So we're going to call this a dodge check, Mueller.
Because I want
See
to
if you
trip
can
him
dodge
up.
them and not. Are you going to try to trip him?
Yeah, I want to try to trip him.
Why? I don't even know why he's running.
Yeah, I just gonna trip him up.
Okay, you can do that. In that case, make a attack roll.
I kind of because I'm a little bit angry, so I just want to be annoying right now. No, it's not happening. I got
Okay.
a 91.
Mueller, you still need to make a dodge roll because this is an obstacle in your chase.
All right. So 44. Stand by.
44.
His dodge is a crap. It's a 35. So I guess I have to spend some points again. Damn it.
You gonna spend 9? Do you have 9 left? You spent a lot.
I'm down to 35.
Really? That's all? You've only spent 15?
Wow.
Feels like you spent more
Hold
than
on.
that.
Well, I was at 50. I spent 6 and then 9 and then 6. So hold on. 6.
So you should be down to 29.
29. There we go. 29.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now you
29.
spend another 9.
And I have to spend another 9. So I'm down to 20.
Okay. You spend another 9. And so you manage to dodge to the side and keep running past them.
Mueller, what are you doing?
And Tom comes running around as well. Tom, you also have to make a dodge roll.
All right.
Not to have to slow down or whatever to not run into them, basically.
If I can facilitate this by stepping out of Tom's way, I will.
You don't get to do 2 things.
Ha!
All right. I have a 75 dodge. I rolled a 79, so I'm going to spend points.
There you go.
Yeah, 4 points of luck.
All right. So I come running around, and I see them, and without losing speed, I kick off the wall and flip over them and keep running.
Okay.
Is the door open to the operations area that they just came out of?
Yeah, it is.
He's going to run into the operations area.
Okay, you run into the operations area, and Tom runs in right behind you.
Lots of desks and chairs and such in there, correct?
No desks, just chairs, yeah, and
Ducking and weaving like a snake from the freaking Kung Fu movie.
Okay.
His luck's gonna run it eventually.
okay, give me a dexterity roll.
You got it. Stand by. Rolling. Oof.
I'm just waiting for this
69.
to
Hold on
end
a
so we
second.
get back to the scenario.
That doesn't sound good. Hold on.
69 is not good.
That does not sound
You have
good.
a
But he has a
35?
70. I have a 70 dex.
Oh, 70 dex, okay. Tom, you also get to make a roll now. You might be able to gain some ground on him this time.
What am I rolling?
Dex.
Dexterity.
I rolled an 83, and all I'm getting is shit rolls. I'm going to have to spend luck. All right.
Don't
Waste
waste the
it
luck.
all.
Don't waste the luck, dude.
Waste
Just let it
all
go.
the luck
Let it
before
go.
we get to
I still got a lot
anything.
fairly spent.
Just let it go.
So it's just enough to bring it down to 80.
Okay, cool. So you just keep up with him.
Are the chairs nailed to the ground, or are they loose?
I'd imagine they are, yeah, like kind of like theater chairs, you know.
It's a spaceship.
So I will... Okay, so they're the kind of the seats that you level down.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, I'll stop, grab a seat, rip it out of the chair, and fling it at him.
Give me a strength roll.
19.
Oh,
Nope.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you rip it out with no problem. Drink. Rip the struts
No,
right out.
hold on a second. If he's stopping to rip a chair out, that at least
You're
lets me
still
to
running.
get some distance.
You get
Yep.
a little distance, and now he's got to throw it at you.
All right.
Good luck with that, buddy.
Roll your throw.
That's a 37, which is... Oh, that's the wrong thing. Almost a hard success.
Do you want to spend points to make it a hard success?
Hold on a second here. What happened there?
Or should we just have him roll and we can just spend points until, whoever wins? We can do that. Roll your dodge roll there, John.
I got a 30. Stand by.
30, that's
Dodge.
normal success.
Dodge is normal success.
Do you want to spend points to make it a hard success, Merrick?
No.
No? Okay, so you throw the chair. He dashes out the door back into the hallway, and the chair smashes up against the frame of the door.
Which
The music in the intercom comes across as a Benny Hill mixture with some sort of death metal.
Yeah.
he
Boom.
immediately grabbed the chair, ripped it out, and flung it at him, and he went out the opposite door.
Yeah, there's two exits.
Step out to see if I could, which way he ran.
Which way did you run, John?
Freaking eye
Are you
poke.
going back to counterclockwise, or did you,
I was laughing. I was like, eye poke.
counterclockwise or clockwise or what?
Well, let me take a look at the map and see if it makes any sort of difference, because he
Well,
has
you
this
came out the exit
freaking
on the
lunatic
left.
chasing after him instead of actually doing his job.
No, I'm pretty sure we're the ones chasing after the lunatic, but
This is my job. You are disrupting the rest of the crew.
Releasing toxins and organic creatures into the
you
environment.
have no idea what that is.
Anti-security officer. All right, here's my image. Pulling it up. So currently, I'm on the opposite door, so I'm closest to the life support again. I made it my
No,
round
you're not. You're on the other side, the other door.
The other door.
back towards the cryostatus area,
Back towards, to the left.
because we were running to the right, so we would have
Trust
come
me,
around.
you're at the door to the left, because the door where you almost ran into the doctor was right there. It was the door by the center area on the right.
Okay,
You ran in through that door and then went the other way. He chased you through the chair. You went out that other door. Now you're at the kind of left side of the map, as it were.
okay. So if I'm on
Which
the
way are
west
you going?
side, the west side of the map, he is going to. If he stops and goes to the elevator, he'll catch him. He's going to continue to the north and then the northeast, continuing back around the opposite direction of the loop.
So you go out the door and you don't see him then.
And then, can he push his run? Can he push it for more? Is it mechanic?
No.
Okay.
Tom, you pretty much at this moment, the chase is temporarily ended because you've lost sight of him. You can assume he must have gone clockwise.
I'll go counterclockwise.
Okay,
I'm assuming he's gone clockwise. I'm going to try and run around the other way.
got it. Cool. This will result in the two of you basically running into each other somewhere halfway between the storeroom and the life support pumps.
What?
You're running clockwise. He's running
fair enough.
counterclockwise.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
So, what will you do when you come barreling down the hall at full speed towards each other?
Like bull.
I will attempt to attack him.
I will slide between his legs and continue running.
That sounds like a dodge. Okay, roll your attack roll, Merrick. Roll your dodge roll, John.
I'm rolling. Hold on.
I have.
It's probably not even going to mean anything, but I got a 19.
I got a 27 on my attack, which is.
If I spend 2, that I have a hard success.
I'd
Do you want to spend to make an extreme success?
have to spend 11 to make an extreme success.
Do it.
Why not?
Okay, if you push extreme, do you have enough luck to push to an extreme success, John?
If I spend 2, it makes it that. So I'd have to spend 2. I'd spend 12. Fuck it. I'll spend it.
Okay, do you have enough to push it to a critical success, Merrick?
I'm not going to push it to a critical success. I have more than
You have to push it all the way down to a 1.
I'll push it to a 1.
That's 16 points. That's
Oh man, this is.
Oh, you're not going to push it to a 1, Merrick?
no.
Okay, no. So
I didn't
leave it
have
a
to?
hard success, and you left yours. Extreme success, and you left yours at extreme success. So spend whatever luck you needed to get to an extreme success, and you dodge between his legs, and keep running.
Slippery bastard. I'll chase that.
Where? No, hold on. Where did Doctor? Oh, you guys went to the elevator, yeah?
The most direct route to the officers' mess, I believe we were instructed to go to.
So you're taking the elevator up to level 1.
Now
Rigo.
that's an uncomfortable journey.
Yeah, awkward.
Yeah.
The girl from Ipanema is playing quietly in the background.
With
Rigo,
heavy metal.
You're in the other elevator at the eastern
Yeah.
side for purposes of orientations, not eastern at all.
Yeah.
What are you doing now? You've caught your breath.
Okay.
You hear them running, shouting, panting.
Are they running in my direction? It sounds like.
It's like a goddamn slapstick comedy going on out there.
All right. I'm gonna.
I don't think he's coming in your direction. Did you go towards the elevator then again, or did you keep running around the hall, John? After your dodge.
To be completely honest, I need you to tell me where we met so I can figure out what the hell's going on.
As I said, you met between the hallway to the life support pumps and the entrance to the
So the east side. Yeah.
the northeast.
Clock.
So
The northeast.
basically where the chase started.
Yeah, about it'd be about between 1 and 2 o'clock.
1 and 2
Or
o'clock.
it'd be about 2 o'clock. Be right about 2 o'clock. Sorry.
2 o'clock, and I was going clockwise, and he's going counterclockwise. Correct?
Yeah.
Then he will continue on because the idea was to get to the elevator. So he's going to continue running down, heading south. And I guess
Which
he'll.
elevator are you heading for?
Well, he's going to go back to the one he was previously going to go to.
Okay, so you're going you turn left. And you'll see Rigo standing in the elevator.
And
Well, if I hear him coming, I'm gonna wait in the elevator around the corner, like for him.
Okay,
to
you
come
duck around the corner. Yeah,
first.
you'll definitely hear him coming. He's running.
Yeah. So I'm gonna duck into the elevator and
Steal.
wait for him to come in.
Floor.
oh, wait a meta game. All right.
Okay. What are you gonna do when he comes in?
I'm going to stick a syringe into him. That was sedative.
Nice one. That will be a brawl.
God.
I will give you a bonus die.
Thank you.
John, are you dodging or fighting back as he tries to...
Can I send some money to your PayPal account for a second bonus die? I'm asking for a friend. No.
I'm sending you a private message.
All right, hang on. Let's see. I'm gonna take the 14, which is a hard success.
How'd you do in your dodge, John?
I failed.
Do you have enough luck to push it to a
No.
hard success?
No.
Okay, he jabs you with a syringe, pumps it into you. Give me a Constitution roll.
Stand by.
And tell me your degree of success.
Well, sure. Now I get a great roll. I got a 12.
Which is...
Let me go. Hold on. I got a 65 con, so that makes it a hard. He has a 13
Success.
for his
extreme.
lowest. His
Okay.
lowest, but below
You-
his 13.
Yeah, you feel yourself slowing, but you're still conscious and still on your feet. He's injected you with some kind of a tranquilizer, you would guess.
Push him out of the elevator and press the button.
I don't.
Yeah, okay, so roll a brawl.
All right.
You get a penalty die there with that roll, John.
Of course. Makes sense.
'Cause you're,
Oh, wait. Did you not get my
tranquilized.
PM about the money to your PayPal account?
Oh,
Well, I don't think
4 bonus dice.
the bidding war has begun.
I don't think it's going to really matter at this point, but he actually got 2 decent numbers. So I have
I
a
got a
29, but I don't think it's going to make a difference.
Yeah, I got a regular success.
Regular success. Okay, so you try, but he just holds his ground and kind of is holding you up at bay there. And
This was a brawl, correct?
correct, yeah.
a 27 would be a hard success for him,
Oh, a hard success. Sorry, and you have a normal success, Rigo.
and I could spend 2 to have a hard success. Is what I'm saying.
Wait.
Oh wait,
Hold on, 2 for an extreme success, or what? What are you talking
He
about?
has a 55 brawl, and I rolled a 29. If I get a 27, then I have a hard success.
Okay, well, do you want to spend 2 for the hard success?
I'm going to spend 2 for the hard success.
so
Okay.
I'll spend for the hard success as well.
Okay, how much do you have to spend?
Hang on, 12. So
Now, for you to beat him, you'd have to have an extreme success, correct?
No, he's not fighting back. He's just basically it's a dodge.
Oh, okay. I was
yeah,
mechanically asking.
I'm on defense, so I'm just dodging. So
I got you.
yeah.
Okay. Mark off your luck. Tom,
Yeah,
you get to the elevator. You see that they have arms locked. They're basically trying to sumo wrestle for position in the elevator, it seems.
I'm gonna get this. I'm also gonna get the second syringe. He's going
At
down.
this point, seeing that he's got nowhere to go, he's going to feign fainting. Oh,
Well, give me another Constitution roll.
Or he's gonna pretend to fake either way. Stand by. Rolling. Oof. 73. Hold on. His Constitution is 65. I didn't make it.
Okay, you don't have to pretend.
Oh,
You
well,
just got to
he
test.
was preparing to pretend. So
He's really convincing. Great actor.
right with a wink on the way down. Hi,
He goes limp.
Lieutenant Mueller. Hello, my friend. And he slumps over.
I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on television. But I'm gonna inject him with the second, so that just fuck you, just to keep him down.
Yeah.
Oh, and I kind of collapse into the corner.
Following
the elevator.
hypocritical oath. Gotcha.
I come walking. I'll walk into the elevator, not even breathing hard, and I'll.
I
assess
got-
the situation.
I got the son of a bitch for you.
Well done.
Thanks.
I'll
Give me
kneel
a thumbs up.
down next to Mueller, and I'll rip the sleeve off of his jumpsuit thing there, and tie his hands behind his back with it.
Okay.
And then then I'll sling him up over my shoulder and offer a hand to Regal to pick him.
Thank you. Gracias, senor.
Indeed, turn away and make a grip of like, oh, that fucking breath.
Yeah.
And then I'll walk to operations because that's where
Okay.
I saw
You guys
I'll
walk
go
off
with
to
it.
operations.
Yeah, I'll go
So
with them.
the girls, the elevator rides on level 1. Door open. More of the same.
In a disgracefully passive-aggressive mode, I wait for her to leave first.
Yeah, I lead the way.
Where do you go?
In the direction that I can remember is towards 1.
So yeah, you need to get to module 1. Hold on, put that back up to the top where it can be seen. Yeah, so you're in module 3. You need to get to module 1. So you walk towards concourse 1.3.
Yep.
Okay, get that out of the way. Concourse 1.3. Yeah, you have to walk clockwise, and it's on, for orientation purposes, the western hall. When you get to the concourse 1.3, the bulkhead is sealed. There is a flashing red light above the door to the bulkhead, and there is a message on the screen that says, what does it say? It says, "Warning, vacuum, area sealed."
Oh, jeez.
Oh, sorry, vacuum, emergency isolation. That's what it is, yeah.
That's bad.
Oh God. McLeod?
Yes.
What do you think of this?
Why don't you step on through and see what happens? I'll go back and find another way to get to the officers' mess. I'm inferring from the design of the ship that there must be 2 ways into that module, right?
Looking at the map. So if you cannot take that concourse, the next way would be to go, probably the next closest way would be to take the concourse to module 2 and then go from module 2 to module 1.
And I'm gonna follow McLeod. If she goes off, I'm gonna follow McLeod.
You follow McLeod over to bulkhead 2.3, and
Yep.
it's the same. Flashing red light, warning, vacuum, emergency isolation.
Uh-oh.
Are we gonna? Maybe I could. I don't know. Maybe I could try. I don't know. Let's go the long way around. Maybe,
Well, there's only one other concourse.
Yep.
Yep. Well, that's yep. Then we'll try that one.
You go over to concourse 3.5. And yeah, there is no flashing light. You can press a button, and the bulkhead will open easily, and you see an 80-meter long, 4-meter high, 80-meter long, 4-meter high, 4-meter wide passageway, walls narrow as they rise, and which curves its way onwards towards the next module of the ship. So kind of like almost like a half semicircular kind of tube, like of a hallway.
Is there a hailing? Is there a hailing system in this ship? A kind of universal comms thing?
Oh, well, yeah, you could press the thing to see.
Yeah.
Press the comms.
Yep.
Okay, so you activate the comms panel, and 1 second. Okay, you hear like a staticky sound coming over the comms, and you hear, "I am in the wall." Kill me, please. Please kill me. Paper, scissors, pen, paper, scissors, pen. Like a planet around its sun so many times, like a satellite. When will you finally come? When will you finally come to kill me?
Get off this channel.
Please, please. I'm in the wall. Paper, scissors, pen.
This is Dr. Lieutenant Toshiko McLeod instructing you to clear this channel.
When will you kindly come to kill me?
All right, switch it off.
Okay.
I'm assuming I could hear that too. So.
Yeah, you did.
What the hell was that?
And the computer chimes in. Let me see here. 1 second. Life Signal 8, Module 2, Level 1, Panorama Lounge.
Okay. McLeod, how about you lead the way from now on?
Authorization insufficient. Lieutenant Toshiko McLeod, not high enough level for command status.
I'm assuming am I?
High enough level, high enough clearance. Sorry.
Do I have high enough clearance, computer? I'm assuming I do. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see.
Hold on a second. I'm looking at the wrong shit. Hitting all the wrong buttons here. Life Signal 1, Cleoniki Maratalos. Module 3, Level 1. Concourse 3.5. Authorization insufficient. Insufficient clearance for command level.
What the fuck? I'm gonna
Rank Lieutenant.
Yeah.
Could you just give me the location of Life Signal 8 again, please?
Yes.
Processing request. Life Signal 8, Module 2, Level 1, Panorama Lounge.
Is there anyone in this module with clearance?
Processing request. System analysis program initiated. Time to completion of system analysis program, 346 seconds.
Well, I assume the result will be broadcast so we can hear it. So shall we move on?
Yes, we better.
So yeah, continue heading towards Officer's Mess along this corridor.
So you're now walking towards Module 5.
Yep.
Pop that back up there. You are on your way towards Module 5. Yes, okay. In the meantime, back down in the operations lounge now.
Yep.
Tom carrying the unconscious Mueller over your shoulder, and Rigo still trying to catch your breath, probably walking behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, it's a large seating area. Seats for it was seats for over 40 people. Maybe it's now seats for over 39 people, since one of the seats has been torn out of the ground and hurled across the room. Facing a podium, and behind the podium, the entire wall is taken up by a large viewing screen with a control panel. On the screen is a message already flashing, which says "Operational Order: Emergency Evacuation of Replacement Crew. Due to approach of unknown vessel, members of the command staff must report to the officer's mess in Module 1 immediately."
Sanchez,
And it shows you again that detailed map.
I'm gonna see if I can find a way to access any other monitors, like either closed circuit, video monitors for the corridors, any kind of detection devices, or even better yet, any kind of external, monitoring. See if I can see what it's talking about.
Authorization insufficient. Authorization. God damn, I can't speak English. Yes, authorization insufficient.
Do I know of any possible override to that?
No, you can certainly still try one. You want to do we'll call it a computer use.
Yeah. I'm not bad with computers, so yeah, I will try to override that if I can.
Yeah, that's really good with computers.
My computers is 70, so
Mueller.
Good. I got a 32. So
Mueller's talking in his sleep. You're talking in his, okay, so it says authorization. God damn, insufficient. Warning. Security breach, security alert. And then you hear the computer's voice say, "Security alert, Module 3, Level 2, Operations Center. Security team dispatched."
I look at Tom. It's like, have you been dispatched?
I will say, hold on a second here. Let me bring up something. Security Officer Tom Hatsuko, registration number 98689528006. In operations, please advise of security alert.
An attempt has been made to breach security protocols through the computer terminal in the operations center. Please apprehend suspect and secure. Bring to
I look at it and say,
station.
It's true. I did try to do that.
Bring to first aid station for immediate cryostatic suspension.
All right.
I don't think we're going to learn anything more here.
What was that woman's
Would
name?
you like some music?
What was that woman's name earlier?
It starts playing some bossa nova.
Okay. The woman who was stuck in the cryo chamber earlier. What was her name again?
Oh, her name. That's a good question. Her name.
Elizabeth Lascelles.
Yes, Elizabeth LaSalle.
Yeah.
And I'll say, hold on, what's the word I want to say here? Suspect in tampering of operations computer, Elizabeth LaSalle, has been placed in her cryogenic stasis container. Begin cryo sleep.
Here says, inaccurate information. Life signal 7, module 5. Oh, sorry, not that's the wrong one. Where the fuck is it here?
Module 3.
Life signal 11, module 3, level 2, cryostatics hall has not moved in 50 years.
Oh, this is the first time I've heard 50 years, isn't it?
Oh, it is. Yeah, give me a. Well,
Yeah.
did somebody mention it earlier, but you just brushed past it? So give me a sand roll.
Well, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it. Like,
Oh, I
Yeah,
heard.
but
but yeah,
it was in a stressful
He-
situation. He just
he was
ignored
busy.
it.
Yeah.
All right, sanity roll. Oh, 85. That's a fail.
That is a fail. So again, that information. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this. Lose 3 points of sanity.
Shit.
How many points have you lost total so far?
8.
What is your starting sanity?
60.
Okay, you're not in trouble until you lose 12. Then you'll start slipping into a indefinite insanity of some sort.
Yeah, let's let the strongest possible human being on this ship descend. into
It's usually
insanity.
just some kind of phobia
what we
or
need.
mania. You know.
Yeah,
you'll
no,
be all right.
yeah, yeah. What could go wrong?
50 years?
Yes, I tried to tell you earlier. We were a bit busy. We found out that whatever's gone wrong has left us adrift. Or
Yeah, you
here.
can easily check the computer terminal. It will
For
say
50
current
years.
date is in the year 2693, and it was 2643 when you left, or not when you left necessarily, but when you went into cryostasis.
Whatever went wrong, it started a long time ago. I think we're the last.
Computer, locate. Hold on a second here.
Dr.
Okay,
McLeod and
Toshiko McLeod and pilot Cleoniki Marzellos.
Life signal 2, Dr. Toshiko McLeod, and life signal 1, Cleoniki Maratzalos. Location. Let me see here. Boom, 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 boom. I gotta pull up my map again. Location. Module 5, level 1. And I need to look at a map of Module 5, level 1 real quick so I know what area they would have been stepping into. Module 5, level 1. Right. Location, primary pile.
Do I know what a primary pile is?
It's something to do with engines.
I know astrophysics, so I'd probably know.
Yeah, you know
if
that. It's something to do with
they're in the drive module number 5.
You
I
know
think.
who would be a good one to ask? Mueller.
I imagine so, yeah.
Listen, you asshole! I'm gonna get more sedatives.
You jammed your pocket full of them, right? So
Why would we be going to the engine room?
insufficient information. Processing
we weren't
request.
talking to you. We weren't talking to you.
I was looking at Sanchez when I said
Yeah.
that at the computer.
Yeah. So,
Processing
I don't
request.
know.
Insufficient information.
I look up on the screen though and see the instructions to go to the command
Computer
module.
turns up the bossa nova music.
Oh Jesus! I
What are you
assume
looking
they were
for?
going. No, I said I assume they were going to the command module. It says there that that's where we're supposed to go.
According to the map, though, the easiest way to the command module is not that direction.
Ship status. Severe structural damage. Power supply intact. Life support energy level 4%.
Holy shit!
Oh, no. Computer, plot fastest course to command module. That is...
Under current conditions.
Processing request. Processing request. Let me see. What's the word I was looking for? Concourse 3.5 to module 5. Concourse 4.5 to module 4. Concourse 2.4 to module 2. Concourse 1.2 to module 1.
Looks like we get the
This
full tour.
is the only course which will avoid multiple hull breaches in intermodule concourses. Jesus, I almost said intercourses. Intermodule concourses.
All right.
So I suppose we follow them.
Would you like me to turn up the music?
No.
No, not
The music
so.
gets louder.
Oh fuck!
Now it's like ear blistering. Like
Bendejo. Damn it.
request
As
unknown.
as much as I don't want to take him, I think we should probably take the panicky guy.
Mm.
Yeah. I seem to remember him being some sort of mechanic or engineer. I don't know, but we may need him.
We may. Very well. He's not that heavy.
Good.
As I'm carrying him like he's nothing.
So I guess we'll go out to since I guess the southern elevator will be the closest.
Yes, it would be.
Yeah. So we'll go out to the southern elevator.
Yeah, and start tracking down the doctor.
And basically we're gonna
go to the concourse over to Module 5, where they have gone ahead of you by a few minutes. So I will go back to them.
Yeah, sure.
to get them caught up. Let me just see something here.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm surprised nobody thought to ask the computer where Dr. Antonovich went. Oh,
Oh, I forgot about him again.
oh my god.
That's good. His whole story will be an after credit scene.
Oh, he's not important.
Cool.
Sure, he's not.
Right.
So
See.
now I will come back over here. Let's take these down. Don't need these anymore. Remove. Pow. Let's just turn that off for the moment. And now we're in Module 5.
Ooh, pretty.
Oh Jesus.
I'll put the upper level on the left. That seems to make sense.
So where did we come from? 3.5. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have come from 3.5.
And I'm assuming we'll be heading to the lower.
And you'll be on level 1. Because that's the level that the concourses are on.
Yep.
So you'll come in there near. Now, technically, none of these rooms are labeled.
Yep.
However, you can pull up the panel. I'd say probably first thing you do when you come off the concourse, pull up the panel to get a layout of this module.
Yep.
And so it'll show you, you know, there's control room, slower than light drive, reactor 2, reactor 3, primary pile. Down below, there's a jump generator control room, which doesn't make any sense to you because you don't know what a jump generator is. And there's a jump generator, again, which looks like a big thing on the map, and you don't know what a jump generator is. Never heard of one.
Mueller might know.
Now, this module is illuminated in a dim twilight. Sensor-activated lighting units illuminate the small area in which the characters are situated. The module, to a large extent, lacks the wall and deck covering found elsewhere. A lot of the stuff here is exposed. There is no general alarm status going on in this module, but isolated warning lamps do continue to blink. However, let's see here. Give me listen rolls, both of you ladies.
Okay. Oh, what is my listen? Okay, I got 56, but what is my listen? I probably failed. I failed by 6.
You both failed? Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
No problem. So you're going to walk out on this little walkway out towards the center to get a look. You can see, as you do, there are a few individual working ramps and maintenance robots standing around in the corridor, and in a few places, cables hang from the ceiling. You are in the primary pile here, right? So where is that? That's reactor room. Oh, reactor room 1 is primary pile, right? Duh. So reactor room 1 covers the entire internal area of both levels. It can be entered from both level 1 and level 2. Thick bulkheads painted with black and yellow stripes and the warning text, reactor room 1 primary pile danger zone, give egress. Stairs and elevators connect the levels within the enormous hall. In the center of the reactor room, the enormous reactor pile reaches up towards the ceiling. I have a nice little image here for that too, which I'll put up in a moment. This contains the fusion blocks and is the heart of the drive of the Icarus. Well, you might not know all that about engines, but whatever. However, around it, there are close to 100 of these weird looking like globules. You ever see like the inside of a lava lamp? You know how the wax inside of the lava lamp moves around? They look like this, and they are between fist to head sized. Unfortunately, in the artwork image, again, I don't think the artist was in touch necessarily completely with the people who were writing the module. They look fairly bigger than that, but they should be between fist and head size, and there are close to 100 of them, whereas in this image, it only shows a handful. Actually, maybe I'll make that bigger for you for the moment.
So these are free floating in the environment, are they?
Yes, they seem to be, which is unusual for sure.
McLeod?
Maintenance equipment and observation monitors are spread all over the walls of both levels. The deck of the hull has a special character. Wide, flat bracings run from the wall of the fusion block like the spokes of a wheel to meet at the hub. These divide the steel deck into 8 segments. Each eighth is divided by a thin line on which the words vent bulkhead are written on both sides, together with a number between 1 and 8. So, is there anything else I can tell you about these floating globules? There is, of course. I'll give you a proper description of them as soon as I flip to the right page. There it is. So, like I said, they're bubbles, like floating bubble-like things between fist and head sized. They look like negatives, like you ever look at a film negative?
Yeah.
The shifting, permutating colors of the iridescent surfaces seem somehow wrong. The eyes constantly attempt to rectify this impression and fail, leading to a feeling of dizziness whenever you stare at them. They also glow. However, they're not emitting light, but darkness. A tiny point shines within each one, and just as a rotating bullseye lantern sends out a moving ray of light, each of these floating blisters emits a searching conical beam of total darkness. The edges of these rays of darkness are just as diffuse as normal beams of light and are seen most clearly in dusty atmospheres. Their forms slowly shift and change, again, like I said, somewhat like the wax globules inside of a warmed-up lava lamp. And you can see that no obstacle halts their aimless migrations through the ship, as they simply drift through all walls, furnishings, bulkheads, etc., as if they weren't there. At irregular intervals, they give off a very high-pitched, hardly audible tone similar to the beating of a triangle. Definite rhythms are hard to discern, particularly since each individual blister seems to follow a different tempo. Doctor, give me an idea roll.
Okay, that's going to be, probably a success. Yeah, that's going to be a success.
What the hell is going on?
Okay, let me see here. Back to, that thing you pulled out. Okay, here. So inside your medical kit, you have a multi-function scanner. Basically, it's kind of like a Star Trek tricorder. It's a small portable sensor system with basic functions such as a radiometer, life form indicator, material analysis, etc.
Okay. I thought I'd left that on the floor when I was bodily carried out of the room, but okay.
Yeah, maybe it was in your pocket. Oh, no, you didn't have any pockets, did you?
No.
Okay, well, in that case, no, you don't have it with you. Damn. You think you reach for it instinctively? Because as a doctor, you'd probably usually wear one.
Yeah.
You reach for it, and you realize, fuck, I'm still in a jumpsuit.
God.
Doc, what the hell?
Give me another idea.
Okay, again, squeaking a couple of passes, yes.
There was a place back in Module 3. What was it called? I need to find the name of it again. Module 3. Yes, there was a place there called the Central Distribution Area, where equipment could probably be obtained, and clothing, perhaps.
Okay, well, as long as getting to that does not involve crossing this chamber in any way.
In
That's
fact, that is the
amazing.
only way you can go that doesn't involve crossing this chamber. We'll be back the way you came.
Fantastic, jolly good. All right, I'm just going to back out of this room.
Okay. I'm guessing that you're going to run into Rigo Sanchez and Tom Hatsuko, who's carrying the unconscious Ioannis and tied up Ioannis Mueller over his shoulder
I'm kind of still.
in the concourse hallway. God,
I'm
I've
in
got
the
the hiccup. Sorry. You're what?
I stayed in the room. I'm kind of just
Oh,
staring.
you're just standing there staring?
Yeah.
Awesome. One of the objects is moving in your direction, and its conical ray of darkness flashes over you, and as it touches parts of your body, you don't feel any sensation per se, but you just whatever part of your body that cone touches basically goes completely dark, as if it weren't there, and then it passes over and everything's fine again,
Oh,
and the globule slowly moves towards you.
okay. Mainly because that's happened, I'm actually just going to continue on to the
Walking into the room.
going to the crew, the way to because there's that way to the crew module.
Right.
I'm
Okay.
kind of gonna continue going.
So based on what you know of the right, you are in module 5, so you're going to look for concourse 2.5.
Yep.
Okay, you walk over to it, and the device you see the object just continues floating, kind of like it was in your general direction, but then starts to rise up again too, and you get the feeling it isn't following you. It might not have even been moving towards you necessarily. You don't know. Its movement seems to be unusual and weird. And as you get over to the concourse 2.5 bulkhead, you see the flashing red light and the warning vacuum isolated emergency isolation. But as you do that, back in the hallway, Dr. What's your name again? McLeod. You run into Tom and Rigo and Mueller, who's being carried.
Dr. McLeod.
Dr. Sanchez. Lieutenant Hatsuko. And this, I assume, is Mr. Muller.
I'm afraid so. He's. I had to sedate him. He's lost his mind.
I see.
I don't know where he's going, but he's trying to get to life support. I can only assume he intended ill.
Well, you might. I'm not quite sure what to do about this situation. We are the ship's computer, assuming it can be relied upon, has instructed us to head towards the officer's mess, but all routes to it seem to lead through this. She points her thumb at the closed door behind her. Seem to lead through there.
Yes, we queried the computer on the most optimal route, and it seems to lead us through every module before we can get to the command module itself.
Yes, it directed us to go through, 5, 4, 2, and then finally to 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very roundabout way, but it seems the only way that doesn't travel through a hard vacuum.
Well, in any event, I need to make a brief backward journey. I find myself, and she kind of indicates the fact that she's just stood there in a kind of silver jumpsuit. I find myself ill-equipped to carry out my function here aboard this vessel.
I think it's a little late for that. I think at this point we should press on, don't you think?
Well, I don't know, Dr. Sanchez. Would you like me to try and save your life armed only with my fingers? Or would you prefer I had some medical equipment to hand?
Location of a distribution center?
I do.
Give me a become irritated roll, Neil.
I thought I was already there, but no.
Yeah,
apparently not.
you're partially there, but I'm not satisfied. The salt isn't strong enough.
Okay, 54 on a 7.
54. Yeah, he's really getting on your nerves now.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be a doctor.
I mean, it's up to you, of course, Dr. Sanchez. I could try that. You remember those 21st century Brazilian psychic surgeons who could just stick their hands into your belly and pull out the cancer? Maybe it'll work. What do you think?
There's no need for sarcasm. Why don't we wait here? You go with maybe Tom. You could go with her. Get what she needs and meet us back here. We'll wait. You can leave the unfortunate Mr. Mueller with us.
With you. Cleo's not here.
Oh, yes.
Cleo stayed behind in the drive module.
In case you're interested, Lieutenant Marizelos is somewhere on the other side of that door, proving once more her intellectual capacity and leadership qualities.
She's seems something of an airhead. But
So are you volunteering to stay here in the hallway with Mueller by yourself, Rigo, while Tom and the doctor go back?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, don't worry. You gave him 2 doses of that tranquilizer. He's not going to wake up for a while unless.
That's right. Apologies to his player.
Oh no! Don't worry. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I think there's going to come a point where you're going to need him.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So I will just kind of sling him off
Especially
my
probably
shoulder.
in the drive module. Yeah. Okay.
Like, it's like he weighs nothing, and just unceremoniously place him on the ground.
Okay.
Not with intent to cause damage.
Tang. There's the tang of the steel kind of grated walkway, type.
Mhm.
As his head bounces off it, pang.
Doctor, shall we?
Not like concussively per se, but
Right.
Right, not damaged, right?
unceremoniously, as you said.
Yes,
Hey.
Lieutenant.
So you guys are heading back to requisition some equipment, which
Yes.
makes sense. Cleo, what are you doing now?
I am going to head across to the other way. I'm just going to keep moving. I just want to head to the command center because that's where I can make sense of things, hopefully.
Okay, right, very good. So you're heading over to the, I think, what is it, module or concourse 4.5.
Yep.
In front of the bulkhead leading to connecting concourse 4.5, you can see the silhouette of a prone human etched into the deck. Best described as a grossly malformed imaging of a human figure. In fact, maybe only vaguely human. There's only a large smear where the leg should be, and the left hand seems somehow stretched out.
I'm a little bit freaked out by that. Should I do a sanity roll for seeing this silhouette, or?
No, I mean, it's basically like, have you ever seen any of the images from, I think it was Hiroshima or Nagasaki, 1 or 2, where the bomb had gone off and they had just basically the shadow on the wall of the people that have been, something like that. It's not an actual figure. It's just an imaging of a figure.
Okay.
You think somebody must have died there horribly.
Yeah, I take a second just to readjust my thoughts, and I continue.
Okay, so you go up to the bulkhead.
Yep.
And you open the bulkhead. The concourse behind the bulkhead is constructed exactly like the previous connecting concourse. However, much more striking is the fact that this entire concourse, at least as far as the curvature of the passageway allows visibility, is filled with thousands more of the floating blisters. They slowly blink on and off, plunging the concourse into a flickering darkness. The ringing sound emitted by thousands of these creatures at once combines in a shrill cacophony, and the concourse looks bizarrely like an underwater area ringed off by naval mines. Give me a sanity roll for that.
Fuck's sake. 99.
Ooh.
What is your current
Ouch.
sanity?
My current sanity is 72.
Okay. You lose 4 points of sanity.
Okay. Okay.
You could try to move through, but you're gonna have to push through or pass these things.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and move through.
So you start walking forward.
Yeah.
You start to feel kind of nauseous as you're getting closer and approaching them. Hold on, I'm getting private message. Okay, cool. Just checking. So as you're approaching, you can't help but touch up against one of them, and it's extremely painful, excruciatingly painful. It's almost as if that part of your body is literally on atomic fire, and you just have to pull back. You can't push through that pain.
Fuck.
It's like childbirth times 1,000.
Fuck.
We all know what that's like. Don't
And give me a Constitution roll.
Okay. 88 out of 70. That's not
You can
it.
see where the part of your suit where it touched, it has like kind of ripped and melted partially into your skin.
Oh, jeez.
Did you fail that con roll?
Oh yeah, I failed
You
that.
puke violently, fall down
Yeah.
to your knees, and violently vomit. And it's a particularly painful, bileful vomit since you haven't eaten anything in over 50 years. And as you kind of brush your hair out of your face, a clump of it comes off in your hand, like with like a bit of blood at the roots.
Oh fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna move back.
Do you have any
in.
medical knowledge?
I have 50 in first aid. But
Do you have anything in medicine?
nope, nothing in
It's
medicine.
not a first aid kind of situation.
Nope.
Just the base, right? Which
Yep.
is what, 1?
Yep, one.
Yeah, I'm not going to even justify a roll for that. Okay, yeah. So, do you close the bulkhead or leave it open?
I closed the bulkhead.
You close the bulkhead, and you turn around. You see there's still like nearly 100 of these things still floating around here in the primary pile as well.
Yeah, I'm getting the fuck out of this room right now because I've just had a very bad experience. I'm getting the hell
That
out.
was bad. That was a bad experience. You're going to head back over to 3.5.
Yep.
Okay. And there you will find Rigo. Rigo, the bulkhead door opens, or the bulkhead itself opens, and
I
in
puked
comes,
right in front of him. I puked right in front of him.
yeah, and in comes Cleo, puking and bleeding from the scalp, where a good chunk of her hair is missing from the front portion of her head.
I'm still very good.
And you
looking.
can also see on her left arm a place where the jumpsuit is like torn, and you can see it actually looks like it's fused into her skin, like melted in almost.
I still got my good
Pretty
look.
horrific. Oh yeah, damage wise, take a point of
Okay.
damage, Cleo. It's only a point of damage for hit points.
Mueller would
burn
still
your
love
arm.
her, though.
Hey, I'm still good looking. My looks haven't gone anywhere.
Hey, keep it up, Mueller, and I'll let you love her.
He's gonna love her.
Oh, she would happily let him love her.
Mm.
So I
You do have medicine, right?
Sanchez?
Yeah.
No, he's
No.
just a first
Okay. I
aid.
didn't know if you had any medicine.
Nope.
What
Not-
are
not-
his,
not- not a
science
bit.
skills?
Is astronomy, astrophysics, mathematics primarily. Computer use is a big one.
I have a-
Mueller
I have a-
has medicine.
Physics.
Astrophysics would pertain to the physics of space. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I have physics as well.
Yeah.
That would be covered.
But I see her and I go, oh, Dios mío.
Rigo, don't go. Rigo.
What the hell happened to you?
Yes.
I get up and I take kind of 60 step back from her.
Avestis.
What happened?
I touched one of these things and it
Uh,
felt like I was giving birth.
Oh. He kind of glances down, but I flick back up again. But you should sit down. The doctor is. They went to get medical supplies. They're coming back. You should sit down and relax.
I sit down, throw up, and then pass out.
Okay.
Ugh.
Nice. That's sexy, Cleo.
Yep.
Back in module 3.
Sanchez gonna sit down by himself along with his.
Oh, I kind of fall onto Mueller's body as well as
Yeah.
he's kind of.
She fell onto me, officer.
Yeah, right.
Back
See,
in Module 3,
man.
Tom and the Doctor can reach the what's it called, the central distribution area. So this is basically a large room. Basically takes up half of the external level of this floor level. Automatic robot arms. It's filled with meter-wide shelves stacked full of gear. The tops are lost in darkness. Automatic robotic arms move along the shelves and bring requested items to a delivery point surrounded by a cage. Entering the actual storage hall is impossible, but the delivery point is only open. It says above. What's that mean above? I'm guessing it's open there so you can get things from. This isn't written. By the way, this module was originally written in German and then translated to English, so that might be part of the problem too. That doesn't justify that.
Oh, so the robot arm must. It's like a
must come into above.
It's like a reverse. Yeah, it's a reverse of
Yeah.
a fairground grabber, right? It drops stuff into
kinda.
it and you can reach it. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Mueller speaks
So-
German.
Well, that doesn't justify the maps. Drawing is multilingual. So anyway, you can request equipment if you wish. Looking at the storeroom, you can see that not everything is in order. Several crates of equipment have fallen from shelves. One of the robotic arms has come off of its rail and blocked an entire shelf, but the other is working, and you can equip yourself to a certain extent from the store.
So to speed the process up, I'm assuming there's a sort of electronic inventory that we can just go tap, deliver me one of those.
Yeah,
one of those.
you're extremely cold, of course, too, wearing these heat retardant suits. They're so you probably want to get some clothes. Unfortunately, only standard issue uniforms are available. No vac suits or anything of that sort.
Yep.
You can get flashlights, light tools, mobile multi-functioning scanners, like I mentioned earlier.
And do I
There
have
are no weapons.
Okay, I was just.
There are no weapons.
That's fine.
You can get like a welding torch, a hammer.
Excellent. So yeah, I will. So I'll request a uniform. Let me see here. There's 5 of us, right?
Mhm.
I'll request. Well, she's going to request her own uniform, but I'll get a uniform for me, and then request one for Sanchez and what's his face, Mueller, and for Cleo as well.
Okay.
No weapons. Shit. Look for request anything that I can make into a weapon.
Oh, right. Yeah, you can make makeshift weapons, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
I recommend a 6-foot spanner.
You know what's an excellent one? Like you can just get a pipe. Very simple improvised weapon. I mean, it's a
Dude.
hefty steel pipe.
Riveting gun.
Blowtorch?
You need a workshop to be able to work that together. Like I said, you can get a welding torch.
Sure, if there's like a handheld welding torch, something that we can use to cut through bulkheads if
Yeah,
necessary.
you can get a handheld, a portable welding torch. Yep.
Okay.
You can get, like I said, you can get a hefty steel pipe if you like. Oh, I've still got that image up from Cryo, don't I? We'll get rid of that.
Yeah, definitely get a pipe. Grip tape.
Sure.
Excellent. Yeah. All right.
Doctor, you can get or you can get the medical equipment from the first aid station, but you can get more multifunction scanners here if you like. There's one in the first aid station too. Well, actually, it's in the cryogenics hall, isn't it? You might not want to go back in for that.
No. Well, I mean, if I have to make it up by individual items, fair enough. But I was hoping that there would just be a sort of suitcase-sized,
Absolutely.
generic medical. So,
Yeah, you can get one of those from the first aid station for sure. How many multifunction scanners do you want to get?
One to work, one just in case, and one for emergency. So 3.
3. Okay, cool. 3 MFSs. Cool.
Motherfucking scanners.
Cool. No problem. And then you guys want to head back over?
Yep.
Module 5. So you'll find in the concourse now, you'll find Rigo still there with Mueller still unconscious. Lying on top of Mueller is Cleo, and she doesn't look good. She's missing a big chunk of hair from the front of her scalp. There's blood there as well from where it looks like the hair was pulled out. And she's puked all over Mueller. And she's got puke in her hair and puke on her suit as well.
Looks suspiciously at Sanchez for a moment. But he doesn't.
She came in.
Sanchez, what have you done?
She came in, puked, and passed out. She said something about. What did she say? I can't remember.
Just another night out for a Phaidon girl.
Yeah, that's what it was, right? No.
Good times.
There's apparently something toxic in there. Perhaps radiation leak.
Doctor, you can
I'm not a
quick
doctor,
diagnosis.
Yes, by all means.
You don't have to make a roll to. And in fact, you can even do a read with the multifunction scanner. She is showing elevated signs of radiation, and she's showing obvious signs of radiation sickness.
I take it that in this medical pack there will be iodine tablets.
Yeah, sure. Why not? There should be. Yes.
Yep. Or a subcutaneous injection of the same, whichever will.
Probably that.
Yep. With all due medical propriety and with strict adherence to the Hippocratic Oath, she carries out her duty as a physician absolutely and to the letter, but she can't suppress a smirk.
Yeah, I mean, you can't make that hair grow back any faster.
Nor would I want to.
Her beauty is definitely marred.
I consider, as soon as she wakes up, consider offering the sort of extremely bitchy advice of, well, never mind, dear, a comb over will work.
Do you want to check Mueller's status as well?
I'm still beautiful.
That's it. You see, that's my resentment kicking in. Yes, and Mueller as well. Better be.
Yeah, he's just unconscious. He's been heavily sedated. You could easily wake him up with a hypo injection if you chose to, or you could continue to keep him sedated if you wanted to.
Why is he sedated?
I looked at Tom. I say, he went a little crazy. He locked us. He tried to lock us into the cryo chamber room, and then kept locking doors after us. And then he ran, trying to get to. I can only assume he was trying to get to the life support system for some unknown reason.
Ship's protocol.
In fairness, he was going straight for the life support pumps and filtration units.
Yeah.
To do his job.
Well, we can't assess what his state of mind is while he's unconscious now, can we? You're sure he's safely tied up there?
Yes.
Well, Tom did it, so I assume so.
He's tied pretty securely. I mean, I'm not going to say he couldn't get out. I'm going to say it wouldn't be easy to get out.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, shot of adrenaline, bring him back round.
Well, she does that. I hand a uniform to Sanchez.
Oh, thank you. And I'll change out while that's going on.
You can be conscious now too, by the way, Cleo. Yeah, you were conscious.
Yeah.
So you want to put on one of those uniforms as well?
Yeah, I will.
Also.
Oh, I'll also move my hair slightly so that because I've got a lot.
Keep the suit on underneath it.
With any hats.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't interfere, there's no reason to take it off.
No, I've got lots of hair. I get to move it so that it looks all normal. I've got a lot of hair. I can make it work.
Cool. Okay. So you're going to revive Mueller then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Mueller, you're coming to. You're a little groggy, but otherwise unharmed. Your head hurts a little bit. But
I'm still technically. At the minute, I'm still technically lying on Mueller until I
thought you were getting dressed.
I'm gonna do it after. I will. I'm still lying on Mueller.
All right. Well, then Cleo is lying on top of you, covered in her own vomit, and so are you.
I'm kind of sorting out my hair before I get up. So.
Lieutenant Mueller, Master EST, Environmental Systems. Hello, my friend. Hello, Cleo.
Oh,
You're,
sorry, I forgot I was on top of you.
it's very, very, very comforting. Yes, thank you.
Sanchez pinches the bridge of his
I-
nose and shakes his head.
I now stand up,
Oh, well,
and I help Mueller up as well.
Yeah, he does need help because his hands are tied behind his back.
No. McLeod reaches out and puts a hand on Mueller's shoulder to stop him being stood up.
Okay.
well, hello, Doctor, Lieutenant Mueller.
McLeod sort of squats down on her haunches and he looks Mueller square in the face. You want to explain how this came about? She says, tapping his arm, his bound arm.
What? He puts his ear. What?
You want to explain why these two officers felt the need to restrain you?
My ears are ringing a little closer. What? As she leans in closer, he kisses her. And he rolls flirt.
Okay. All right. I'm going to.
Wait. That's a
Yep.
skill.
That'd make
he
up for a
has.
noise roll. Just saying.
He's got a skill.
Roll your flirt skill.
He's got a skill. And out of the grogginess comes a 43 out of a 70.
I mean,
Okay.
he is a very good looking man.
I'm going to roll for losing my temper with a bonus
Yes.
dice, I might suggest.
You don't get a bonus dice. I suggest you get a disadvantage because of his extreme good luck.
I demanded a bonus die because
And
Normal dice roll.
All right. Okay.
and
She,
a quite obvious bulge.
She sort of stumbles because she was on her haunches. Her shock is such that she sort of very unglamorously falls over onto her back,
Marvelous haunches, he might add.
scrambles up, and she's literally clawing her way up him as he's kind of slumped against the wall of the corridor with his hands behind him, looking as if she is going to do murder.
Cleo looks jealous. Cleo looks very jealous.
He looked. Lieutenant Mueller, hello, my friend, looks over at Cleo and winks. Gives her that little sly. Yeah, you know what's going on.
She blushes, then winks back.
Before McLeod's right hand slaps Mueller hard across the cheek.
Slap.
Doctor, foreplay in public. That's so unbecoming. I love it. Hello, my friend.
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. I ought to put you back under and leave you here.
I kind of glance over to Hetsuko. I say, maybe sedative again.
Listen. I want to know which one of you's job classification was to break ship's protocol. Simply put, you broke ship's protocol.
Technically, I did not.
You broke ship's
No.
protocol. There was an obvious organic something in there, and you opened that chamber.
Well, I'm afraid they are wrong. It was not organic. It was, in all likelihood, microscopic and technical.
Bullshit, my friend.
When I examined the When I examined the hibernation chamber, all I saw was a woman in distress. After, I might add, you shut off her hibernation chamber.
After rebooting it and finding
then
out
you
that it would not
locked us
work,
in
so I turned it off to engage the emergency release. You see, that's because that falls onto my job, being a technician. Unlike
your
your
job.
job is to what?
It is your
Shoot.
job to determine the life or death of your crew members.
Security?
You are a
Yes.
technician, sir. I ought to break your fucking neck right now.
That's
Processing request.
Please.
Processing request. Nanites are part of the maintenance system of the organic outer hull of the Icarus.
Wait, what?
See,
What?
even the ship agrees with me. It was neither a security nor medical issue. It was a technical issue.
I go over to the doctor's bag and I start fishing through it looking for a sedative.
No, don't. Right. Let me just
Give me the-
state.
Give me the goddamn sedative.
No,
I'll bring him out again.
No, leave him. I will take charge of him. Leave him alone.
Have you secured the environmental systems? Why don't you check with the environmental system technician? Oh, that would be me. Hello, thank you.
Mueller, I do need you to check something. And none of you try to sedate him. I want Mueller to come with me.
Indeed.
I take him into Module 5.
Tom,
Yes.
give me a spot hidden roll with a bonus die.
All right. No. Oh, with a bonus die. Sorry. Let's see here. I had a 55. Is that enough? My spot hidden is 70. Yes.
Your thumb, was it your left or right thumb?
Was my left thumb.
Your left thumb
Mm-hmm.
is pretty misshapen, and almost the entire extreme digit, the main digit with the thumbnail and all that,
Mm-hmm.
has turned silver.
Interesting. Were there gloves included in that uniform kit?
Oh yeah, definitely to be close.
Oh yeah, then I put the glove on.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Yep, and that your thumb has got that tingling
Mhm.
pins and needles sensation, although it's pretty much the last digit is almost completely numb.
Nothing I can do about that.
Okay. So, Cleo, you were saying you want Mueller to come with you?
Yep, I am taking him into Module 5. And it's like, everyone, let me do this. He's the only one I think can actually help. Maybe Sanchez, your professional, might help.
So as you guys go, whoever chooses to follow into Module 5,
Well, I'm not letting him out of my sight.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'll hang back a little bit, but I'll go over to the open door at least.
you all were present when I gave the description the first time. Or do you need me to
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, Sanchez
So
just kind
standing
of
on
looks
the
at
walkway,
it.
you can see the primary pile. You see nearly 100 of these little lava lamp globule things floating around.
With astrophysics, does Sanchez have any idea? Like, does that match anything in his repertoire of knowledge?
Give me a roll.
I will do so.
Mueller, explain this.
1.
Absolutely not.
That's a nice roll,
It
really.
defies everything. You've never heard of anything like this. Never
Okay,
seen anything
so-
like this. It is outside of the.
I assume with no
explanation
one, I
or
can be
knowledge
pretty
of
certain that
astrophysics.
no one knows what this is, right? Yeah.
Correct. At least no one in the astrophysics community.
Mueller,
What's in
do you
God's
have
name?
an opinion?
Do we have access to any sort of measuring equipment?
Measuring equipment for what kind of measuring?
Taking in spectral analysis.
You have yes. The doctor has 3 of those multifunction scanners.
Large and in charge security person, Lieutenant Mueller. Hello, my friend. Could you untie my hands so that I could operate the equipment? It's clearly I'm not going anywhere. I'm still too groggy.
Lieutenant, please.
My job, your job. Can we do the jobs, please?
Hatsuko, please.
It helps when I
untie-
unmute myself. Good lord. Yeah.
I will take responsibility for him.
I'll untie his hands, and then I'll stand back and I will smack, pat, tap that pipe in my hand, like you're tapping a billy club, and then just
Right.
stop and stare there, just stand there and look at him, unblinking.
Okay. So with the multifunction scanner, you can scan, try to get a reading on one of these globules.
Yep. You want a computer use or is it just data?
You don't have to roll. This will be a freebie just from the scanner. It tells you that they are very radioactive.
I see. Does it identify what kind of radiation it is? You don't have
No.
to name a particular type, just if it's identifiable or not.
Nope. It's unidentifiable.
It's an unidentified form of radiation. See, this is me doing my job. clearly.
They are
We need to
faint
secure this area.
radioactive. They are faintly radioactive, but if when you get closer, it gets stronger, of course.
Now, is he seeing
and
it
you
pa-
all hear the high pitched, audible tones it emits from them.
And I believe you said they were passing through walls.
And I need
Oh.
sanity rolls from everybody who hasn't seen them before.
Oh, and
Yes, they
sure.
pass through bulkheads. They pass through the
Oh,
pile.
I
They seem to
do.
mostly be gathering around the pile here in this room. So
I do mention the corridor filled with them, but where I got severely burned.
okay.
He,
And
he,
he mentions
he
that
just passed with 59 out of a 60.
Yeah, I just barely
sanity,
passed
okay,
as
lose
well.
1 point. Lose
One.
point.
Okay.
Sanchez got a 93, so he failed. Probably because he rolled the 01 on his astrophysics. And
Did you roll for
realizes-
this earlier, Doctor? I can't remember if I had you roll this.
I did not know.
Okay, yeah, so you can roll
It's
as well.
only I who did.
Yeah.
You only rolled the second time, right? When you in the hallway.
Yeah.
Give me another roll.
Okay.
This is
Oh,
more of
that's
a
a lovely. That's a lovely 100.
Oh, you lose 4 more sanity points, Cleo.
Oh, I am slowly going. I'm slowly going into. Oh,
Have you hit your 20%?
Uh,
I don't know.
How-
I don't.
How did you doc?
Let me.
pass.
Pass, so just 1 point.
Mhm.
Maths.
Just 1 point. So
Yeah,
did you hear me, Ian?
no, what'd you say?
Sanchez, he failed badly.
He failed badly. How badly?
Yeah, 93.
Okay, 4 points.
Okay.
Ouch.
Did we mention that there was a corridor filled with them, or did you keep that to yourself?
Yes, he did mention that
yeah, I did.
concourse 4.5. I think it is, right? Is that the one?
Yes, I did mention about it.
Let's see. Yeah, it would be concourse 4.5,
Yeah,
which is the next concourse.
By the way,
It's full of them.
I'm 4 points away from reaching 20%.
So we need to see if there's any bulkheads or any of the surfaces that they cannot pass through. So let's check the format to see if there's any secured areas like the engine room. The engine room should be shielded. Shall we continue to the engine room to see if they've made it to the engine room?
Yeah, sure, if you want. Let's see. So again, let me pull this up. Well, actually, you know what? Maybe Alex. Yeah, Alex has to get going soon, so we should probably maybe wrap it up here. You are in the
Very
primary
good.
file. You're thinking to investigate the engine rooms.
To see if there's any spaces that they can't get into, so we could be safe from them if we had to.
Yeah, so like basically you're on level 1, so yeah, you could go into the slower than light drive room. If you pull up the map, it'll show you all the stuff. There's a control
I'm
room,
looking.
reactor 2, reactor 3, and then downstairs, of course, there's also a jump generator and a jump generator control room. You have never heard of a jump generator in your life, and you thought you knew everything there is to know about drive systems, Mueller.
Well, he's definitely not going to let them on it. He's simply going to say,
Fair enough.
interesting, the jump generator. I've heard lots of good things about the jump generator. Hi, Chloe. How you doing? Wink.
And that's probably a good point to end the broadcast for tonight.
All right.